welcome to the final day. Yes, it is the last day. After this, no more Olympics. And I think it's fair to say that we all have been waiting for this day. You know what I mean? Given exactly what we have been going through from a Jamaican perspective, at least, because America is still killing it. From a Jamaican perspective, it hasn't been absolutely the best. But, to be fair, let's call it this way. It has been bittersweet because I'm excited to see how much the field events have progressed to the point where we can now have the discus Olympic champion, gold medalist, with an Olympic record. So that for me is amazing. What I've seen our field athletes do is, over the moon, has left me, feeling the resonance all the time that yes, Jamaica is still here in track and field. But when it comes to the track, we've been MIA for a bit. So yes, it's kind of bittersweet. But guys, I'm happy. And this, as I said, is the last day. Last day, you guys are with me for Paris 2024. I won't see you guys in this type of setting until the end of the month. Yes, the end of the month will be the under 20 championships, and we'll be back here. We'll be back here covering the under 20 championship. So we're not going nowhere. Not going nowhere at all. Right here. So I'll cover athletics day in, day out. But since it's the final day, let's go into the final day with style. Let's go into it with style. Some energy same way. You know what I mean? All right. Okay. I hope everybody's up. I'm hoping to wake up and excited for this last day. God knows I am, as I said. There's a lot to talk about. That's why I'm so early. So let's just tell you what's on the schedule so that you don't, or so you get your bearings. So if you're doing something around the house, you'll understand when, the important moments are to make sure that you are tuned in. So starting at 12 p.m. is the men's high jump final. We have, from a Jamaican perspective, Romain Beckford. Consider stream paused again. I'm not sure what happened. Probably just switch it to the first one. And that is the internet. If flow is giving trouble, just switch it to the other one. At 12:15, the men's 800-meter finals. At 12:30, the women's javelin throw final. At 12:35, and I think this is going to be one of the races that will, go down in history as one of the fastest 100-meter hurdles races ever. Just like how we had one of the fastest 100-meter races ever with everybody dipping, sub 10. I think we can have that, caliber here with the women in the 100-meter hurdles. I'm expecting something ridiculously fast. And guess what? Based on how I'm looking at it, it can be anybody's win. Hoping that Jamaica will be on the podium, but gosh, everybody looks so good. You know what I mean? And we do know that Akira has been having her own difficulties as well. So I'm just hoping for the best. Coming out of that, we have at 12:50 the men's 5,000-meter final. At 1:15, the women's 1,500-meter final. At 2 o'clock, the men's 4x4 final. And at 2:14, the women's 4x4 final. And that's literally how we end Paris 2024. Now, there's an additional day. I think why can't I see day 11 here? So I thought it was a day 11. Anyway, I thought it was another marathon for I believe there's a marathon for the women coming up tomorrow. Right? But we won't be here for that. So that's really when it ends, the marathon for the women. But yeah, this is the last day for us here. Hey, Black African, what's up? Regardless of disappointments, I'm still Jamaican, one Jamaica. Yeah, that's how I feel. Two, this is not working. The stream is not working. Just stay close and make sure it works. Okay. Hey, Ali by Nature. Hey, Tunnel Vision. It's been a great Olympics year for you all. For you all, not for us. Hey, Curl Beauty, what's up? Good afternoon, T. What's up? Yeah, I'm good. Hey, Damari, what's up? Ali by Nature says it's done at last, Father God. Yeah, yep. Tina ramp with me, Hello, Ella. I was wondering what happened to the feed. No, no, mama, I'm there, I'm there. Hey Sophia, what's up? Love your outfit. Thank you. Thank you. So it's Saturday, so I'm dressing down a bit. So well, although my dressing has been quite relaxed to be fair, because I don't really have anything for, what you call business attire. You know what I mean? So yeah, but a jeans there. So yeah, we're wearing jeans. um, what else? Florida born. Hey, what's good? I have really enjoyed your commentary, your track and field commentary. Big up. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I'm growing day by day. I've definitely seen growth in growth in my delivery skills. So as I continue, you never know. You may see me on your nearest TV screen in the future. um, we claiming whatever medal Camacho gets. She breathed our air, ate our food, drank our water, and we trained her. Oh my gosh. Look here, television. Me don't tell you all that going on. If Jamaica can't claim anybody, you all can't claim anybody either. I'm Kanzin. It's not working. Please stay close and make sure it's actually up before you leave. So guys, apparently, I don't know. I have two internet connections and none of them seem to be working right now. At least with this connection, with the stream. I'm not sure what's happening here because I seem to be live, right? I'm live. Everybody can see me. So I'm not really sure what's going on. But before you go away, just to make sure it's working. Thank you. Um. Hey, Kimoja, what's good? Hey, Dina. What time will it will be the men's? I mean, it's 800, right? Or is it women? I'm so over today. Men's 800 meters is at 12:15. So we have 20 minutes to go before the men's 800-meter finals. And as you all know, it's the last day, so it's only finals. You know what I mean? Straight finals, straight back. Um, all in all, still a lot to give thanks for. Right. That's why I'm saying it's kind of bittersweet because I'm enjoying watching the progress, the field events. I'm inspired, watching those athletes literally make small Jamaica be on the map for things that we weren't even considered, being on the map in. I remember I was listening to, which kind of made me upset, but anyway, I'll talk about that, separately. I was listening to Roger's interview when he won, post event interview, and the it's like they didn't even have any questions prepared. As a matter of fact, I'm convinced they didn't have any questions prepared for the eventuality somebody outside of the Lithuanian one. You know what I mean? It looks like they weren't even prepared for that because they barely asked him any questions. But it was just interesting, hearing them ask, the impact now to the Europeans, what it feels like to see an actual Jamaican win and not necessarily one of the powerhouses from Europe, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm happy seeing what's happened here, Wayne Pinnock with his silver in the long jump, really, living up to expectations, not having his best either, but he pulled it out. He pulled it out when it matters, and that tells you that when he gets the championships, just like this Shelly Caliber type athlete that they'll give you their all, and they're all, more often than not, and lets them end up on the podium. Shanika Ricketts did it, finally. She finally got her Olympic medal, a silver medal as well. Rajendra creating some more history. And Shanika's was history because it was our first Olympic medal there as well. Rajendra creating some more history in the shot put as well for his bronze medal. So it's been great going for a field event. I would have just loved personally to see, a blend of track and field. I just feel like some years it's just straight track and we're not really in a field. And finally, when we have a moment where the field is doing so well, there's no track. It's kind of weird, seeing that. But yeah. What happened to the leather pants? You want me to wear it back 2 days straight? I 2 days straight, you want me to wear the leather pants then, Clay? Okay. You just gotta make me know. And besides, it's hot, so no leather. When I will fool me if you have on leather so much day. I had on leather shirts, leather dresses, leather skirts, leather shorts. I had on so many different leather things. No, sir. I need to adjust how I shop going forward because the heat and the leather is two different. It's not panning out. The track was not tracking, but the field was fielding. Yes, exactly. TXT Track Time is the best track and field YouTube channel by far. Oh my gosh, I feel so happy when you guys say these things. Tell a friend to tell a friend and a friend and a friend and a friend. Yeah. Born Jamaican and forever a supporter for loved your coverage, T. One love. Thank you, Leonie. Donna says, thank you, T, for keeping us informed during the Olympics. I love the interactions and the commentary. You became a part of our daily routine. We appreciate you. Thank you. That's so amazing when I hear things like, you guys are probably in the kitchen cooking and I'm there in the background talking. Those things really warm my heart. You know what I mean? So yeah, just remember that we'll be back for the under 20 championships at the end of the month. 27th, another championship. So tune in. And of course, there'll always be your daily videos to look forward to as well. KSC, wishing our athletes the best for the rest of the season and next year. Team Jamaica always, absolutely. Dina says thank you. You're welcome. If you claim Camacho, then we claim that me too. If them claim the Camacho, we can claim everybody, and that's the whole point I'm trying to make. If Jamaica can't claim anybody, they can't claim anybody either. Full stop, end of story. I don't want to hear it in my comment section about nobody saying, no, it's no, we can't claim nobody, you can't claim nobody either. Simple. Hey Jeffrey, what's up? Hey, Sporting Bulletin, what's up? Jamaica needs to invest more in the field events. I agree. A lot of talent is being wasted. I agree. I absolutely agree. No complaints from that comment at all. TXT, real natural reviews. Thank you, Curl Beauty. All right, so guys, there's a lot of things that I want to talk to you about. So there's a lot of things that transpire daily when it comes to this Olympic Games. So I really want to get you guys up to date as it relates to the latest things. So let me just go over to my bookmarks and get to telling you what's up. All right. So let's start with the funny part. So yesterday Team America flung away what I thought was an easy gold medal. I did say, in the video that America was head and shoulders above everybody else. And yes, they were head and shoulders above everybody else. There was nobody close to Team America to challenge them, in my opinion. That should have been an easy gold medal. But for some strange reason, it went left for them. And I was definitely feeling sad for Kenny Bednarik until the little snippet of Kenny Bednarik cackling his face off when Noah Lyles was saying, Canada who? I said, look, I don't feel sorry for you again, Kenny. I don't feel sorry for you again, Kenny. Oh, it looks like I didn't save that video. I don't feel sorry for you again. So, on account of that, Team USA, you all blundered yet again, and you have nobody to blame but yourselves because that was an easy gold medal. I mean, I had Jamaica challenging, for the gold if we made it to the finals. Unfortunately, we didn't. We blundered ourselves. You know what I mean? I didn't get there, but that was a definite easy gold. For them, like easy gold opportunity. I see a lot of people complaining about it being a coaching issue. That was not no coaching issue. That was not no coaching issue. So that doesn't make no sense. I saw Carl Lewis popping off online to the commentators, the American commentators, that he was over it, he was fed up, all these things. I'm looking at it and I'm there thinking to myself, separate apart from them, switching out the order last minute. The last time I checked, Kenny Bednarik has been running on second leg. No second leg, Kenny Bednarik, I run whole season with Noah Lyles. I'm sure it's second leg he's been running whole season practicing. So someone to add up, with that. But still, I don't believe that was a coaching issue. Kenny Bednarik just blundered. Him simply left his marker too quickly. And I'm gonna show you a picture of where what's his name is Christian Coleman was when. I'm going to show you a picture of where Christian Coleman was when Kenny decided to run with him. Right? I'm just going to share my screen and show y'all. So, share. Where did I share screen? I wish you know what? I definitely need to. I don't know if I'm going to be using StreamYard going forward, guys, because sometimes I just want to click and things pop up. You know what I mean? To make things seamless. But it just means like I have to be doing too much clicking just to get one thing to share. Anyway. Okay. So Christian Coleman was supposed to hit where the black line, the black arrow is pointing, which is this tape right here. And clearly you can see Kenny Benerick already leaving his marker, right? He's already driving out. And that is Christian Coleman right there. I mean, I don't know. I've never been a track athlete, never been in a relay to know how hard it is to, spot where the athlete is when they hit the zone. But my assumption is if you've been doing it for a while, it shouldn't be that hard. You know what I mean? So I don't think you can blame the coaches, whoever structured this per se, for this blunder. I don't think so, because it doesn't matter what leg you're running. You have to wait on the marker unless you're running the first leg. The only person that doesn't have to wait on a marker is the first leg runner. So it should be ingrained in your brain to wait on the marker. All right, let me give you another example. I see a lot of people always complaining and saying Elaine Thompson here is always running and leaving the baton. And I said, it's not, I don't believe she's running and leaving the baton, actually. I think the markers are actually placed wrong. So by the time she gets into her running, she picks up speed so quickly that she literally disconnects from the athlete that is already slowing down, to give her the baton, right? So, long story short, I definitely think that this is a blunder that Kenny is just going to have to suck. I don't think this has anything to do with any coaching, you know what I mean? And another thing, the positive, news.
You are glitching onto the video.
I'm glitching?
Yeah, like, I don't know what's going on.
It's still not working? The stream is still not.
It's the Wi-Fi is giving problem because.
Did you switch it from Flow?
Flow to switch it back to Mars.
Who is it on now?
It's on Mars.
Oh Lord, help me.
And until live also it's glitching, so.
Guys, are you able to hear me and see me? My internet isn't working properly, and it's not today. Not today. I don't want it to be today to be giving me any problems.
Yeah, stop work since yesterday.
I don't see me glitching. I don't know what's happening there. Just fix it, please.
And okay.
I don't remember the question I asked you guys. We can hear and see you fine, T. Okay. So I don't know what's happening with my feed for the stream, but it's not giving what it's supposed to be giving, and it's yeah. It's a bit frustrating right now. Because the events are coming up, and if it's not working, then I can't see.
Because the Wi-Fi is now function properly.
All right, tell you what. Have you shut that down? Shut it down and restart it.
Yes, I mean.
You've restarted the whole computer?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know then. All right, the positive news out of the Christian Coleman story was that, the blunder story, sorry, is that Christian Coleman has now split the fastest curve ever in history, where he clocked at 9.86 seconds on the first leg. I told y'all in my video that Christian Coleman was running super fast. I told you that bend was wild. That was one of the fastest bends I've ever seen. And here we are getting confirmation that it actually is the fastest bend ever. I saw a lot of people in my comment section tell me I'm giving America too much credit. I'm like, sometimes y'all need to come off it. If somebody is running well and performing well, just give them the props and, keep it pushing. You know what I mean? Am I out here saying, I would have rather Jamaica, or I'd rather American method over, Jamaica or something? No, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm giving credit where credit is due at this particular point. And he ran a blistering first leg, and it now goes down in history as the fastest curve ever. The second fastest curve is recorded by, what was the fastest curve? No, the second fastest curve split by Usain Bolt was at 9.92 seconds back in 2009. So that was the world record. Did we set a world record in a 4x1 too? I don't even remember. We set so much world records, I don't even remember. I don't believe that one was a world record. I don't think so. I don't think 09 was a world record. I know 08 before it was DQ'd was a world record. And I believe the other time we said it was 012. No, 011. We set it in 011 and then 012. So it was 08, 011, 012. I think those were the 4x4 world records. Though, as I said, 2008 was disqualified because, whatever, witness the causa. And I still don't believe we should have been stripped of that medal, but that's a whole other, kettle of fish. But yeah, great going by Christian Coleman for that leg. So that's the positive that comes out of it. So that was the light-hearted news. Let's get into serious stuff. So Jonathan Berry, the defending Olympic champion, well, tied defending Olympic champion, seemingly woke up with a severe kidney stone pain, and he was rushed to the emergency room. And it seems as though he will not be able to compete in the long jump final, where the long jump is going on right now. So more than likely, he will not be here competing. And apparently, he's been, monitoring it for a week now. He's been trying to manage, but everything just, combusted on him, and yeah, he was rushed to the ER. So more bad news coming out of France. For the these athletes, you'd say stalwarts. Sorry guys. Oh, let's go back to something some more lightheartedness again. It has to do with the relay. I didn't remember this portion, so let me share my screen so you guys can see. You can see this particular reaction to America blundering. I want you guys to see this reaction to America blundering. No, sir, look here. Take up your phone, open Sports Max, and give me, because that lap is not working there. So just put it on Sports Max and give it to me, because that ain't it right now. Whatever is happening right now can't work, because you see the stream is still not working. Share screen. Okay, can you guys see? So this is Jaden Hibbert in the background watching America, mess up the relay for the umpteenth time again. And he's literally in the background like, I want his father. Like he was just as shocked as I was watching, because I'm like, how did you that they even manage that? You see, it's working. It's something with that. Because my stream is working perfectly fine. So it's something with the thingy. Put the headset on this. Put the headset on this. This one? Put it on it. Here. I just watch from a small screen today. That's fine. As long as it works, as long as I'm able to watch good. So, Jada in the background, I say, what is father? Yes, he's been rushed to the ER. All right, so let me get through some of these comments, because I've been neglecting the comments. So let me go back up a bit. Me like see you when you're covered. Looking lovely today. Thank you. I appreciate you, Blue Wave, but I haven't met the person to this day to tell me how to dress, and it won't change after this. So I'll still dress how I want to dress. Sometimes I'll be in something, I wear, anything I feel like I should wear. I have, really long, what do you call them, maxi dresses that I wear, and I wear, well, I wear shorts, more than often. Yeah, so I wear shorts a lot. So you see me shorts most of the time, right? But yeah, I'm gonna dress how I want to dress, guys. Um, Hey Tracy. Hey Dr. JD Smith, what's up? And nephew Darnell. All right, Damar, make them know. We can't claim everybody. Everybody at this particular point. Are you make me know field events in a tea? Make them know, no? Make them know Dr. JD Smith. The amount of video me do a cover field events and on not tune in. On better make sure stay on tune in. So the men's 800-meter finals, they're about to introduce the athletes. So let's get into that. Let me stop sharing this. I think I'm going to use, what's the thing called, OBS? I don't like StreamYard with navigating all the different stuff.
Looking to use OBS.
But it's working over here, so I'm saying I'm going to set up, a whole OBS thingy so it works perfectly. So this is going to be a very interesting 800 meters. Let's see if the world leader wins, or if there's an upset. Are we going to have a slow and tactical race, or is somebody going to take it out? I like when they don't go slow and tactical, because it never really works to what the athletes think it may, because sometimes you never know who is faster, over that last 200, and you never want to leave things to chance, right? So yeah. So the world leader is Tejati in the 800 meters. So let us see. Can the Canadian win the Olympic gold medal as well? Canadian is the world champion. Let us see. I don't know. He doesn't seem fast to me. He doesn't seem fast. He seems strong but not fast. So I don't know. If I feel like if it comes down to a burnout, he may not be able to take it away from like an athlete like a Sejati that can, really has a really fast 200 to be fair. And then of course you have the other Kenyans like Wanyoni that are there as well. Um, you know what has been impressive to me? As a host nation, France has impressively been able to put quite a few athletes in the finals for track and field events. I don't think it's easy to, lead, get into or break into, the best in the world or top 8 in the world in a particular event in a championship. And it's amazing that they were able to put so many athletes into a global finals for me personally. I mean, let's use Brazil, as an example. They had, their standout moments in Rio, but it wasn't, crazy to the point where you're looking and you're seeing a Brazilian everywhere you turn into a finals. You know what I mean? So it was kind of expected, but France, given the fact that they're not really strong in so many track events, to just be here, really killing it in so many, it's kind of interesting. Can an American win? I forgot about them. They took the 1500-meter final. So can an American win? Can a Brit win? There's Botswana is also in the finals as well. Okay. A Spaniard is here and an Algerian is here. Let's go. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. All right, they're getting to the mark. All right, they are off. Okay. Let me hold this in my hand. Okay, let's go. Early running yet? All right, so Wanyoni goes to the front for Kenya. The French athlete is in second. The Brit is in third, the American fourth, the Botswana fifth. So it is Wanyoni from France, from Great Britain, from America, from Botswana. Sejati is Wembe. He is. Wait, why is he jumping back? Something look like wrong with him? No, sir. Oh, look like Sejati now don't left to give. Or is he just allowing the field to? Okay, all right, Sejati, they're on the back. All right, here comes Sejati. Okay, okay. He's moving now. All right, Europe is also going, making his move as well. Final 300, you would say left now, guys. Europe has put himself into third. Wanyoni still leads. The American is still second. Here comes Sajati. Here comes Wanyoni leading. Europe is putting himself in pole position as well. Here comes Europe. He looks like he may be going away with the Olympic title, but here comes Sajati on the outside too. So it is Wanyoni, it is Europe, and it is Sajati. Wanyoni takes it from Europe, from Sajati. That was a great run. 141.19. Wow. That was a fast run. What did I say? That was the third fastest in history. David Rudisha's world record lives to fight another day, given how fast we've seen the guys running this season, the 800. But that was a great run. Um, I'm doing my Saturday errands and listening to your stream. Keep it up. Thank you. I appreciate you. Michael Migger. Yeah, get well soon, Sharika. Yeah, we're just hoping for athletes to get well soon, and hopefully we can see them much better in the coming year. And as a coming track year. Hey H Star. Hey Shamar. T, I almost choked with laughter when Let's See said he couldn't be the face of track and field because he's not loud and arrogant like Noah. Yeah, that one was definitely funny. Um, Jasmine is a black girl from the south. She is definitely being claimed. We're not okay. We're not claim a soul. We're not claiming a soul. You see, all claim under the plant is not. We're not pushing it now. We're not pushing it. Y'all pushing it now. That was 100% Kenny's fault. That is a middle school mistake. Yeah, man, that was 100% his fault. I see people, cursing and saying like the coaches need to be changed. Like you can't prepare for what Kenny do. There's no amount of preparation that will prevent what Kenny just did. You know what I mean? There is no amount of preparation that will prevent that. Um, Carlos is upset because it's been 20 years since they won. Get it, but blaming the system. The system had nothing to do with that. They have been running the best all season. They have looked superb all season. They have been crisp all season. They have been flawless practically all season. They blundered the worst time possible they could blunder, and this was the Olympic game finals. The only traitor I can accept is Tanya Richard Ross. You people say the wildest things. Oh my gosh. We can hear you fine. Okay, that's good. That's good. I don't know what's happening with the other laptop. It's something all right. Yeah, because everything is working. Every other device is working, but
It's not the computer, it's the site.
it's the website that's not working properly. Okay. Yes, everything for London in Usain Bolt was world record. No, he set an Olympic record. Remember his world records are from 2019. So the 100 and the 200, those are from 2009, sorry. And then the Olympic record for the 200 is from 2008, right? So keep those things in mind. Not everything was a world record. The only world record they set in 2012 was the 4x1. No, 08 and 012. No, man, I think they broke it in 011, man. I'm gonna have to double check. I think they broke it in 2011. Yes, they agree that we should not have been stripped of that medal for sure. You can't, retroactively remove a medal for something that wasn't even a ban. What is it called? It wasn't even. It's not even a drug, so it makes things even worse. If it was a drug, I would understand. But as some people consider, well, not some people, it is considered a masking agent. So they're saying it could possibly have masked some drugs. That aside, you know what I mean? I just don't get it. So I've never seen an instant, where anybody has, gone back and banned somebody for something that wasn't even on the ban list in the first place. When it was taken, it was allowable, right? So I don't understand. Um, I agree. Splits are useless. Why are you saying splits are useless? Did I miss the comments? See, I never understood why people make a big deal about splits. It's never an accurate reading because we don't know the distance they truly run. Agreed. I agree with that. But one thing we know for sure yesterday is that Christian Coleman ran longer. That's for sure. So I don't think we should really question that particular split. But I understand because people can run shorter or longer, on certain legs. Like, let me give you an example. Elaine always runs a longer leg. They always give Elaine a longer leg to run because she's a 200-meter athlete as well, so she always gets to run longer on the back stretch. You know what I mean? So there's that. So yeah, I agree with you guys, but we have to give him some credit there. That was a good run. That was definitely a good run. Even with everything that was going on, it was still at an 8 point. What was it? 9.86. Sorry. No, not 9.86. Child, why am I quoting nonsense times? Let me go back. 8 points. Yeah, 8.86. Yeah, that's what it was. 8.86. Where is the time? Christian Coleman. No, it's 9.86. on the curve. Okay, 9.86 guys. Um, it was probably last minute mental thoughts he would need to run out earlier than the market direct. Okay, I mean, granted, you can never practice for a full speed athlete, so I agree with that to a certain extent. But yeah, that was a straight up blunder from him. There was nobody that could have prevented that. Um. All right, so let me tell you what's going on with the high jump. Because we have a Jamaican in it, right? So no, I have to go to the live page. So let me share my live screen so that you guys can actually see the live screen. All right, so guys, Tamberi is actually here. I just realized he's on my screen. So I guess whatever they gave him for that pain that he was feeling, he's not feeling it anymore. But he's struggling to jump right now because he's failed 2 times at 222. Where's the part that says live again? I think every time I'm on this page, I see different stuff. Like World Athletics keeps changing things. Okay, let me share this, guys. I'm gonna share my screen so that you guys can see present. Share screen. Da, da, da. No, wrong screen. Stop sharing. Hold on. Present. Share screen. Share window. Not screen. Window. Okay, share. All right, so with the men's high jump, we'll be able to see round by round from here. Okay, here we go. Let me zoom it up a bit so that everybody can see. Um, okay, here we go. So Tambieri's back is against the wall right now. Let me see if he made it. Looks like he did. He did. He did make it. So he did make 222. So Romain Beckford is still in his clear 222 as well. So we're still at 222 right now. 2.22, I should say, not 222, but 2.22 meters. Yep, he gets it. He gets it. All right. Not my tweet making TXT track turn. The laugh I let out when I saw it. You're the one that made the Jadon tweet? No, that was funny. That was definitely funny. Jadon asked like a wagwan yes so. Oh not that. Like oh that makes sense. All if America they take them little time and pass the back, then them still win. Um all the American men needed to do was change the anchor leg less risky. I get that. I get that they changed it last minute. But listen, if it had worked, nobody would be complaining. But the question I'm asking is, hasn't Kenny been running second all season? That's what I want to know. Hasn't he been running second all season? Or was it what the other guy name? Not Christian. Is it another Christian? His name is Christian too, right? Who has been running second all season for Team America? You could be a good commentator, T. I'm still learning a lot. Um, All right, Cheyenne. No need to pat yourself on the shoulder anymore. um, see, no comment on Romain. How is he going? He's going. He has jumped. He's in 10th place right now, and that is because he cleared on his first attempt for the 2.17 meters. However, he failed his first attempt for 2.22 meters, and it's always taken from the first clearance. So because of that he's in 10th, but he's still in it. He's still in the competition. He ran second leg at World Relays when Courtney ran first. Okay, right. No, his name is Courtney. Was I calling him Christian Child? Courtney. So Courtney Lindsay, right? So they've all been running all season together, and I'm certain I've seen him running on second leg. So it's not a technical blunder from the coach's perspective to put him there because that's where he's been running all season. So again, I don't see how a lot of folks were blaming the system, blaming the this, blaming the that. Because when I thought about it a bit deeper, I said to myself, and I was after the video, I started to say to myself, but wait, hasn't Kenny been running second all season anyway? So that wouldn't necessarily be a blunder, right? As a matter of fact, that would have been a stroke of genius if it worked. It would have been a stroke of genius if it worked. Because remember, people, the thought process is why they moved Fred Curley is that Fred Curley back in 2021 is the one that caused the blunder then. You know what I mean? So they moved him to anchor. So it would have literally been a stroke of genius. It's not like Penny. What was the last thing I heard? I don't remember I heard. It's not like Penny was known for being a horrible relay runner. Penny was a part of the relay team in Bahamas and they did very well. Exactly. And again, he ran the same second leg, right? I mean, maybe they were pressuring themselves to go on after the world record. Who knows? Maybe they had the world record on their mind. Probably. I only wish I could do the athletes of this Saturday soup. You want to give the athlete them some? So what about me with there with you? You know want to give me some of the soup? Huh? You don't want to give me some of the soup? He split the fastest for Lyle to not run and Kenny to leave early. Love my team anyway. Yeah, man, his split was crazy. I was looking at it and I was like, gosh damn, he's burning up the track. Lord of Jesus, them there again with the intimidating and entitled comments. LOL. Oh, me CFT. Kenny did it on purpose. All right, no, all right. We're not gonna put that out there that he did that on purpose, guys. The first round team was good enough to win gold. They should have just kept again tunnel vision. There's no way to see into the future and know these blunders would have happened. Who could have foreseen Kenny? No, let's think about it really. Who could have foreseen Kenny running away from the button? Nobody. Let me make sure that this page is refreshing so that you guys can see it. So Romain has failed his first attempt at 2.27 meters. So let's see if he's able to get over. America should be the Kenny ran 6 races. There is no need to sub anyone in. The preliminary team got it done. Carl was right. Again, you guys are only saying this because they blundered. Fear is fear. Typically, the athletes are subbed in, right? Typically, athletes are subbed into the final. This is not new. This is not new, right? And the only reason those athletes ran, to be fair, was to give them an opportunity of getting a medal. Because let's be clear, let's say for instance they said they were going to do like the women and run a team from the heat. A team would have been Kenny Benerick, Fred Curley, and all those other people that wouldn't include Courtney Lindsay and so forth. So let's get that clear. So even if they were going to stick with the team that they ran from in the heat, just like what the women did, then the additional athletes that ran wouldn't have had an opportunity to run. Okay, women's 100 meter hurdles is on the track. Okay, let's move to this. Let me change my screen. And you know what? I have to make sure I turn away from this, because I don't want the results spoiling me. I don't want the results spoiling anything for me, because this thing is always ahead. So let me make sure I turn away from it. Okay. So in lane 2, Samba Mayela from France. Lane 3, Nadine Visser from the Netherlands. Lane 4, Grace Stark from the United States of America. Lane 5, Masai Russell from America. Lane 6, Alicia Johnson from America. Lane 7, Jasmine Camacho Quinn from Puerto Rico. Lane 8, Devin Charlton from Bahamas. And lane 9, Akira Nugent from Jamaica. This race is going to be crazy. This race is going to be wild. I just have to hold my breath and pray. I'm holding my breath and praying that it all works out. Right now, I'm just holding my breath and praying that it all works out. Here we go. I wonder if I can stick this into here. Actually, I can, but I have to make sure I don't bounce it. Okay. Will Jasmine be able to defend? I think she looks good and she can defend. Boy, I didn't want Jamaica win the gold medal here, but given how well everybody else look, just being on the podium, we'll be grateful. Man, look here, I want to start playing the music and deal with it like them now. Cause I want to mash up the man them race, cause I want to play music over and over again. Nobody don't want to hear the music. Here we go, guys. This is the final camera run through with the athletes. Okay. Come, Akira. Akira said she had to wear the little panty part with the Jamaica outfit. She can't have too much exposed on the big Olympic stage. Come, dear God, help me. Help me, dear God. I know the results are gone because I can see them filling in. Dear God, let me not look. Let me turn this way. Please, Jamaica, please be on the podium. I know the race is done, but please be on the podium. I'm begging. I beg. Set. All right, the race is off. Akira gets a great start. She hits the first hurdle. Oh my God, she takes herself out in the first hurdle. Here comes Jasmine Camacho Queen. Also, Masai Russell. Masai Russell is leading. Jasmine Camacho Queen is coming. I think it's Masai. It's either Masai or Pamela. Jesus.
You're behind.
I know Sportsmax is way behind.
Way behind. Because we raced start a long.
Masai win.
Yeah.
I know Masai. It's Masai. Yeah, I thought it was clear. That dip, you see that last incremental dip? Masai won, then it would be Samba Maila second and Jasmine third. Let me see if that's what it is. Akira didn't even finish. Jesus. Anyway, Masai 12:33. Samba Mayela 12:34. Jasmine Camacho Queen 12:36. Nadine Visser 12:43. Grace Stark 12:43. Devin Charlton 12:56. Alicia Johnson 12:93. I don't even know what happened to Alicia. What was she doing way around us up? And of course, Akira did not finish. So why is Sportsman so far behind? And this is the app, right?
Yes,
So how you watch over the and it'll work and you bring it back, sir?
I just checked to see if it's working.
Is it working, sir?
Let's see first. I'm going to wait and check.
Look here, come give me back me something.
I know I'll give I tell the same thing.
Come put it on over here so make me see what I want. Cause you make me I watch delayed race. Delayed by how much minutes? You know how long me see this something I feel on yourself? It's a feeling long time and the race not even them not even get on the marks yet. Me I say what is them not even up on the marks yet and this result paper was already filling in first, second and third.
The race don't finish when you have to and they're off.
Sure. No, I didn't was finished because I saw I could see through the side of my eye that the page was filtering and I was like, crap, that's why I turned. Because I'm like, oh no, the race is done already. Yeah, man, Masai got that. Masai. All right, that was a great race. That was a great race. Yeah, it was Masai. Guys, I have a good eye, you know. I have a very good eye. People say you can't see these hundreds, but I can see them. I have a very good eye. Oh boy. Well, our wars continue. Our wars continue. Our wars continue.
Still working.
Yes, it's still working. Akira hit that first organ. That was all she wrote. That was all she wrote. Oh, Alexa also hit hurdles too. So that's why she was well back. Jasmine tried, but Masai came from behind. Yeah. Well, I mean, no, we're not going back to Paris. We're not going back to France. I don't care. If World Championships I keep the same at 2031, we're not going. We're not go. We're not going there again. We're not going there again.
2031.
Akira didn't finish. You talk about that last Akira didn't finish. Masai finally beat Nugent. Yes, she finally beat her in the race that mattered the most. Uh-huh. That's when is the next World Championships? 32? It's an odd year. It's an odd year. No, it's 25, 27, 29, 31. The reason why you're seeing them back to back, in previous years was because of COVID. So there really wasn't supposed to be one in 2022. It was supposed to be in 2021. But the Olympics was in 2021 because nothing happened in 2020. Yeah, Mastai finally beat her. Yep. Big gold medal. Congratulations to her. It was a fantastic come through. It was a fantastic come through. Poor Alicia. Yeah, she also clocked her so at least she finished though. So she registered at that time. Akira didn't even get to finish her race. Yeah, man. Nugent got a great start. Her start was so good that she slapped into that hurdle, and that was it. The leans are killing it. Yeah, man. The leans. Those you have to. You know what? I think hurdlers are actually the best. Leaners out of every other event. I think hurdlers are the best ones. Yes, Tamamela, good for her as well. As a matter of fact, she's another one, that Akira took down. I think Akira took her down at the World Junior Championships, the under 21. She's the one that she finished second to Akira, I believe. No, or did she hit hurdles? How did it go again? I don't even remember, but the Akira won that race. Akira, no, we know Akira is not well. She not 100. It's not stick. Well, I don't know if she's stick now, but she had some setbacks recently. She had some setbacks recently. What is? What kind of message am I getting? What do you mean? Sign in with TXT email. Okay. All right. So hold on there a second, guys. Before I get to reading some more of these comments. I'm trying to find something and I can't find it. Where is it again? Stop sharing for a second. Okay. Copy. Um okay. Oh boy, guys. Let's keep reading some comments. So Tom Berry failed that attempt. Let me go look at the men's high jump real quick. Let's go back to the men's high jump and see what's happening there. Do we still have any representative? Um oh crap. Let me see if he's still here. All right, so Romain has one more attempt at two. Did he pass? Wait, where's Romain? So attempts at 227. I know he passed 222. So this looks up behind. What's happening with this? Let me refresh. All right, they're showing me. All right, they're not showing me the correct information for the live for the men's high jump because I know he cleared 222 already. So when they get that resolved, then I'll give you guys the update. But apparently he has one more attempt left at 227. All right, so he's up on the screen now. So let's see. Come remain. Let's go. This is a height that you've cleared already. Come on. Deep breath. Settle your nerves. So this is the highest ever finished for a Jamaican at the Olympic Games by making it to the finals, I guess. Oh my gosh, he almost had it. He clipped it with his heel. Whoa. Good job. Good job. You created history first. Well done. Well done. Better and better to come. No, it was his bum. I think it was his bum. I thought it was his heel, but it's his bum. It looked like he almost had it. It looks like he almost had it though. So he finishes 10th. Okay. Let me check my email there a second. I'm gonna check. Guys, sorry, I'm just trying to get some info. While we're here. Okay. All right. So that's all she wrote. Sorry, Debbie. Guys, the medals, to be honest, And I did say this before that we could have had two finals with the quality women that were in the finals. So don't feel no way if one year athlete probably didn't make it to the finals and two didn't medal. That's how good this field was this year. You know what I mean? It's been very good. Lay choked. Well, guess what? She stepped up. I heard people say that for years that she's been choking. She's had problems. She made the finals. You know what I mean? So one step at a time. Next time she may win the whole thing. You know what I mean? So it's just it's going to be a learning process for her. See, I've enjoyed your commentary. Thank you. This should be your vacation. Next time, I'm gonna send me the. Although I was reading online that, and I saw something gross that I want to talk to you guys as I'm just remembering that. Let me bring it up now. Let me bring that up now. Let me share my screen. Me glad say it. You remind me, because that brought my thought process back. There's something else that I need to talk to you guys about. I saved it. All right, before I get into that serious thing, you remember yesterday how I was talking to you guys about events that I consider, real sport and how, breakdancing is now apparently an Olympic sport, and I'm like, what? You're gonna tell me that the same amount of work that people put in and break their bodies apart just to run or jump or throw, you know what I mean, or whatever other taxing sport there is on the body physically. Breakdancing is no, what they call it breaking. You can put a gold medal for breaking. That's beyond me. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying dancing doesn't push your body, but it's certainly not like, training your whole life just to be here. No, I don't agree. So there's a clip that went viral of an Australian competing in um breaking. And child, look here. If me or any other athlete I watch this, me I go sign up for breaking right now. Me gonna sign up for breaking right now. Cause if that's all me can do and me want make Olympics, you know what I mean? If that got me to the Olympic Games, something right in the buttermilk. So I can't show you how she competed at the Paris Olympic Games, clearly because of copyright. But I'm going to show you what it looked like for her qualifying. And it will draw a clear depiction of what, happened, during her competition. Child, look here. I don't think I've ever seen anything looking this ridiculous in my life.
What'd she show you? Reagan 2-1.
Wow, it's tight.
It came down to the last round.
And look at, go ahead and celebrate.
Look here. My girl up on the ground, I got so. And she used and qualified to go Olympic Games. And believe me, the performance at the Olympic Games was worse than this. It did worse than this. Oh, Jackie, want to explain to me? Oh, no, sir. No, sir, or ma'am. Thank you, Smithy, for the 9.99 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you. Mwah. Um, Masai looks like she has Indian in her family. Yeah, you can definitely see that she's racially ambiguous. Um, feel bad for her too, though. Same thing happened to Brittany in Tokyo. I mean, guys, when I think about it, so how young Akira is, there's so much room for improvement that I'm not even complaining. You know what I mean? She made it to the Olympic finals, and I did have some inside info on Akira, recently as well. So it's something that is not, for me to share. So I can't tell you about it, but I'm not necessarily surprised. Wait, why is this? Why is this still playing in my background? Hold on, let me stop this. Um. What was the result? The result for what? I missed the race. Okay, so Masai Russell won the women's 100 meter hurdles. Stamba Mela was second, and Jasmine Camacho Quinn was third. 12:33, 12:34, and 12:36. Akira Nugent did not finish. She got a really amazing start. Unfortunately, she slammed into the hurdle. Well, she tried to clear it. She cleared it, but she hit it very hard, and it literally took her out of the race. So yeah, that's what happened. So yeah. I hope Nugent doesn't beat up on herself. Guys, you know the athletes are gonna beat up on themselves because they set expectations for themselves as well. You know what I mean? We just have to support them. See, I've learned the gold medal based on the rules should not break down into thousandths of a second. All right, Andre Pottinger, may have one video come up with that. So just wait there. Wait, I haven't covered it yet. You know what I mean? Because I was waiting to get some. I actually wanted to hear from one actual person, to be fair, and I finally heard it from him. So I'm ready to tell you all my thoughts on that. Um, Breaking is look here. Me couldn't believe if you not see what the girl do in the Olympics. The she literally up on the ground just a swivel so. You know the little swivel map where you have she just up on the ground a swivel so. So me stop there. Are these good people Olympic medal now? No, no sir. Mm-mm. No sir. Can't agree with what me just watch this though. My side is black. She's not ambiguous. Vibrating higher. You know, say black people in America have problems. Black people in America have problems. Most black Americans are not black. Let's just get this clear. Most of y'all have some other, race in you. Sad to say, sad to tell you, but unless you just come off of the ship with the slave, as the slave, you're not black again. Cause everybody mix up with being white and everything else that is going on there. You understand what I'm trying to say? And I just saw it go. Get over it. On the black Americans alone, me see I kill up themselves. My last name is Thompson. Where do you think Thompson come from? No must one slave master. Oh, give me a second there, because this thing, I need to switch this. Okay, I need this. Okay. Welcome to the show. Can you hear me? Is she frozen? Oh, she was free? Child, are you frozen?
Sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you. Maybe I'm frozen a bit.
Yeah, you're frozen. You're frozen. So nobody can really see you. You're just stuck in a one position. You're stuck up in a one position, lady.
I don't know how to unfreeze myself.
Okay, I can see you now. I can see you now. All right,
Okay.
we are moving. Okay, good. Welcome. This is the other half of TXT Truck Time Tama. She hasn't been on for a while. She was on, a few days ago, but unfortunately, she had some technical difficulties and still having slight technical difficulties. But she's at least here for the last day to send us off, or give us our last thoughts as it relates to Paris 2024. No, yeah,
Hi.
we see technical difficulties, but yeah, I'm gonna let Tom have her word in.
Now, hi TXT Track Time family. I'm happy to join. Yes, just disappointment all around today. I'm still taking in the disappointment in the 100-meter hurdles. Honestly, I haven't come to terms with it quite yet. I am still trying to, organize my thoughts and my feelings. What I will say is that the persons that want it the most and show up on the day, keep their bodies healthy, their bodies healthy, will succeed. At this point, that's the most that I can say. So, the USA, especially in some events, not the 100-meter hurdles, because they tend to do well in the 100-meter hurdles, but there's some events that they just have not been doing well in year after year. And this year they were just determined to, get back on top, and that's basically what's happening. I mean, what can we say? I mean, I certainly wish Akira Nugent is okay and healthy, but congratulations to Masai. This rivalry between herself and Akira has been going on for quite some time, and finally we have Masai on top with the biggest medal that you could ever possibly get, the Olympic gold medal. So all those NCAA championships and none of that matters anymore.
Yeah, none of that matters anymore because she won the ultimate title. And it's kind
Yeah.
of a way, shedding the old and, welcoming the new. And I'm excited for the future of Masai Russell. Not only Masai Russell, because as I said, there's so many women, amazing women that were, hurdling. I believe that we could have had two actual finals, right? So I'm actually excited for the future of hurdling. I'm excited for Grace Stark. Clearly, I'm also excited for the Jamaicans. You know what I mean? Excited to continue to see Toby Amusan, Jasmine Camacho, Queen. Even the stalwarts, you would say like Kenny Harrison and Mia Ali. Still excited for what is to come in the hurdles. But I can just say right now that the youngsters, I believe, will be taking the hurdles into a new realm. And it's persons like
Right.
Masai Russell, the Akira Nugents, even the Karika Hills, from Jamaica. Those are the athletes that will be doing it, along with who is there, the Toby Amasans and the Jasmines. Those are the athletes that will be doing it. So I'm excited. I'm excited for what this, win will do for her confidence going forward. Because there's something about winning. You
Right.
see, once you win this ultimate prize, it's like you keep, like, there's nothing anybody can do to take you down.
And I don't know if you remember that leading up into the Olympics, we had this conversation around the athletes and their dietitians and what they do for themselves as far as it relates to taking care of their health. And I remember telling you that I saw this video from Michael Norman. Well, there were actually two. There was
Well,
one
not to
from
cut
Chris
you,
Evans.
just to let you guys
Yeah.
know, the 5,000 meters is on track. So that's what's happening right now for the men.
Yeah. The 5,000 meters will take a while. So right, so back to the athlete preparation. So we got to see inside the life of some of the athletes that were potentially going to be at the Olympics. Well, two of the persons that I saw, well, actually they did not perform well. So this may be a moot point, but Britton Wilson was not able to attend the Olympics at all. And then we had Michael Norman, who didn't perform well. But anyway, the cameras were taken inside their lifestyle and their homes and just how they go about their day, their health, their nutrition, their meal planning, stuff like that. And I remember saying to you, I wonder if the Jamaican professional athletes have this type of, discipline, rigorous structure, things like that that make for them not getting sick easily. There was someone recently from the US during one of their interviews that was saying they take care of their body very well, so they don't really get sick. I I'm not sure if it was Kenny Benaric. It was after some race, and I think it was Kenny Benaric actually. After Noah Lyles came in contact with him, and there's this. Well, they put it out there that Noah Lyles has COVID, so they're asking him how does he feel about that being so close to Noah. What does he feel about the exposure? And one of the things that he said was that he takes very good care of his body. And now when I look at some of our athletes that have performed so poorly, the Nikishas, and we're hearing, that Akira is not doing well. It makes me wonder, how do they build up themselves, at least their immune system, to withstand, different environment, like they're in Europe around a lot of persons. Children at school tend to get sicker
Mm-hmm.
uh, than say if you're at home and you're isolated. And I
Like
myself
me, like
experienced
I
this
don't
too.
go anywhere. So, like, I'll be home and I'm fine. But the moment I go
Right.
out, I get sick.
I myself experienced this during COVID. I did not get sick for 2 years because I was not around anyone. And then I realized I started to get sick again very easily. And that's when I decided I had to take probiotics and so forth. And I'm sure these athletes are doing all of that. But what I'm saying is that, are they doing even more? Because they have to take care of their bodies, just to ensure that they're healthy to withstand the rigor that they're putting their bodies through. And on that final day, they can actually come out on top. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I agree with you. Just to take this comment from Winston. Winston, don't be mistaken with what I'm saying. I am black. I love my blackness and I appreciate my blackness, but I also understand history as well. Please research where the name Thompson came from so that you can have an understanding as it relates to how you got the name Thompson. You may be blacker than I am, or there may be a Thompson lighter than I am. It does not matter. This name didn't come from the persons that were here, the persons indigenous to Jamaica. Didn't come from there. You know what I mean? So do your research in, unfortunately, if we're supposed to, what's that thing where you can, send your, your blood off and they can test it. If you do that, you're gonna realize that you have a little bit of European in you. Unfortunately, a lot of black people don't want to admit it, but we do. Unfortunately, is that something to be ashamed of at this particular point? Honestly, it was so long ago. I no longer care. You know what I mean? And I think that, and that's how I look at it sometimes when Black Americans make a big deal about just a tiny fraction of whatever other race probably lies inside of them. At this point, I literally don't care. I'm black and I'm proud to be black, and I keep it pushing. I'm not trying to claim any other race or anything like that. But I'm just saying that what I mean. It's very obvious that a lot of most Black Americans, if you look at them, that's not how Black people, traditional Black people, that's not how they look, and that is fine. That is okay.
Most third world countries don't really have time to focus on being black. They only have focus on
All right. So, what was I saying, Tom? So yeah, there's a topic that I want to talk about, Tom. Um, so I'm gonna put it up on the screen. I know you have different views from me about it, but I was honestly appalled at what I watched, given the nature of the sport that we're in now and the amount of athletes that have also either gotten banned or served time because they had they didn't necessarily test positive for anything, but they missed drug test in the particular time frame, right? No, I do agree with addressing the elephant in the room and asking athletes about it, but how it's done from me, I'm gonna let you watch the interview with.
Yeah, I'm still tuned in. I'm still here. I'm listening.
What? Okay. So he comes back and gets a gold. He gets a gold in the 5,000 meters. That's interesting. As I'm going to play the interview, I don't know which one of us is going to be on screen, unfortunately. Let me see. Let me do share. It took me off. I'm going to remove me.
I wasn't watching for a second, and I see that Grant also went to collect his flag. So another medal for the USA. Well, congratulations to Jakob Ingebrigtsen for taking the gold medal in the 5,000 meters. What a redemption for him after missing out in the 1,500 meters, leading the race the whole way, and then not medaling. And personally, I felt it for him, especially this rivalry that he has with Josh Kerr. I really felt it for him. So I'm happy to see that he medaled, because when you work hard, and I know he's a showman, but he works hard, and it's happy to see some redemption there for him.
Ger Gilroy from Off the Ball in Ireland. It's a question for Salwa Eid Nasser. You served a 2-year ban for doping whereabouts offences, and I'm wondering, how are we supposed to believe that you're running clean today?
First of all, I want to thank God for this medal. Being in the podium after serving a ban and passing all of my tests, I really don't have anything to prove to anyone because I'm going to be tested after this conference. Um, I just thank God for the murder, but I have nothing to prove. Thank you.
Hi, Gavin Cooney from the 42 in Ireland. A question for Salwa Eid Nasser. Salwa, given you disrespected the anti-doping, the principle of clean sport and anti-doping by missing 4 drugs tests in the space of 12 months, do you believe it was fair on the other athletes that you were allowed to compete tonight?
My drug tests, they were never intentional. I would never want to miss a drug test because I really don't have anything to hide. So they were never intentional. They were just mistakes a normal human being can make. And what I think is not fair is me being banned because I did nothing. It was never intentional. So me being banned was unfair to me, but I thank God I'm here today.
The Court of Arbitration ruled that you had given untruthful testimony to them.
If you read from going to the wrong door, from like going to the wrong address, and at that time I was not responsible to like fill my whereabouts information, and them changing a feeling failure to a whereabout, a feeling failure to a missed test.
Every other athlete in that field tonight did not have the same issues as you had. Do you not feel that that is unfair on them?
What is not fair is me being banned.
Do you feel that people are unfairly targeting you?
Because I should have been congratulated first. This is a good moment for me, and asking me if I think it's fair or if I think it's fair to other athletes. Well, I've been tested this year so many times. Before the World Championship in Doha, I was tested 20 times, and the test came out negative. Before my race in Doha and immediately after my race in Doha, I was tested. I would not say I was targeted, but I would surely say they are favorites, and I might not be their favorite, but that's okay. But my talents can never be questioned because I will still be tested after this. I'm just happy to be here to get a medal. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I do not know where T is. I'm not entirely sure where she disappeared to. Okay, she's still on screen. No,
Did you listen to that?
yes, I found
Okay.
I found the whole interview disrespectful. I'm wondering as I listened and listened and listened, I started to wonder to myself if it was another athlete from a first world country and the first world
Okay,
country,
like okay, thank you. I'm
be it
wondering,
Europe or the
did
United
Gabby
States.
Thomas have whereabouts issues when she got her gold medal? Was that the first question they asked her? I thought the audacity of these people.
Right. I just want to name some persons who have had whereabout violations, whether they want them or not. Gabby Thompson,
Gabby Thomas.
Gabby Thomas last year had whereabout violation issues, meaning that the year passed and she missed her 3 drug tests as well. She was able to go to court, show her Uber receipts, show that she got back to her apartment on time, show that it's not her fault that she missed the test, but the job testers didn't wait the full hour that they're obligated to wait. They waited 46 minutes, I believe, and then they left. And in that 14-minute span between when they left, she arrived, and thus she was proven innocent and she did not receive that ban. But that is just one instance of one athlete that had a whereabout violation pending over their head, and they managed to redeem themselves. So despite we don't know what happened with Salwa Idnasar and her whereabouts violation. And personally, there's personal and then there's professional. So personally, I do believe that these athletes, the ones that win their whereabout violation ban and the ones that don't win and have to face that penalty, I do believe that there is something there, and they should a full year can't go by if you're an active professional athlete and you're just not available to be tested. So I do believe that that's why this system is in place. Get tested. Come on, do not miss 3 consecutive tests in a year, right? But that being said, this interview was disrespectful. It was downright rude. Brady, I'm not saying Brady Box, I'm not saying Gabby is dirty. I was using her as an illustration of someone else who missed 3 consecutive drug tests in a year and was able to go to the court of arbitration, prove her case, and not receive the ban. Right?
Not only that, Tom, right? Let's say you didn't win and you served your ban. Did she not just serve a ban? How is it
Right.
unfair to the other athletes for her to be there when she's already served her time?
Exactly.
Remember, she hasn't tested positive for anything, right? So you can't assume that she has drugs in her system. If she had
Right.
tested positive, then you could say you tested positive. Isn't it unfair?
Exactly,
So
because
you
Christian
because
Coleman,
you know how some drugs work. It stays in your
right.
system for years, right?
Yeah, Christian Coleman got his ban. We just have to move on and up. We have no
Yeah,
evidence. We don't know whether he's a drug cheater or not. We just have to move on and up, right? So that is the same respect that they treat Christian with. They should treat Salwa
And
Ibn
apparently,
Sador
these are the
Al-Muslim with.
same people that were hounding Toby Amusan last year as well.
Yes.
So
And she
immediately when
was,
I
and
listened to the
Toby
interview and I heard that they
Amusan,
were Irish, the
and I'm
person
happy that
was
you
like,
mentioned.
"Oh, Rashida Adelaide in the medal, so you're attacking her."
Right. I'm happy that you mentioned Toby Amusan because she falls into the exact situation that Gabby Thomas fell into, in that they both missed their 3 consecutive drug tests and they both were able to prove that they have a valid reason why they missed their tests and they both were not banned. So,
Okay, but you see the
Toby,
difference
and however, how the media treated Toby.
versus Gabby.
Right, Gabby's a sweetheart, darling, and Gabby has Jamaican heritage, so of course I like Gabby, and she's intelligent. And there are so many things I like about Gabby. So there, I like her hard work, but notwithstanding that,
Thank you, Bella. Hold up. Oxtail was not pressed. Members of Oxtail test positive. Oh, my sister doesn't know who's Oxtail, boss.
no, I know Oxtail is that little kid.
No, I don't know that we have a code name for him, Oxtail.
I didn't know you had a code name for him, but the fact is he did not win any medals. So given that he has not medaled at all, yeah, he hasn't medaled. So right, Sir Mike, I'm not saying Gabby is not clean. All the people that are saying, I'm just using Gabby as an example, as someone who missed 3 tests, and the world moved on and regarded her highly.
We're saying the same way you treat Gabby is the same way you should treat her Salwa. Or in this
Exactly.
instance,
And
the same way you
Toby.
should treat Toby Amusan. Right? The same way you treat Aaron Knighton. Nobody's asking them these questions.
Right, because think about it carefully. Ever since Toby Amusan missed her 3 drug tests last year and happened to find a way to get herself reinstated, everybody has been looking at her sideways.
No, but even before that, remember they were looking at her. Remember what Michael Johnson tweeted? Michael Johnson was the first one to come out and allude to her not being clean.
Right, and in the same breath,
USA right now has water on their throat because apparently they were trying to rat out other people, and I'm going to do a video on that later, right? And allow their drug cheats to go through.
Right, and in the same breath.
Don't come through with that right now.
Right, so and the media, and in this case, I'm putting it squarely on the media. In this case, we have 2 athletes that both perform exceptionally well. Both of them had 3 consecutive missed tests. They both won their cases and were reinstated. Yeah, one is the darling of USA Athletics, and the other is, they're looking at her like every time she runs, if she gets a medal or does well, there's this cloud over her head. So it's the energy it's too much.
Who did I say the drug cheater, Sir Mike? Look here, you love come over here, come misconstrue what everybody wants to say.
Nobody is. What we're saying.
Because what I'm saying is very clear. If you want to get into your feelings, get into your feelings. But this is not the way to treat Salwa Eid Nasser. Because there are many instances of athletes that have gone through the same thing, and we are not treating them like that.
Exactly. So that's all we're saying. Do not treat
Andre,
Salwa Eid
thank you for
Nasser
the
like
$10
that.
super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you, T, for your honesty and energy.
Right. So that's all we're saying. Because I personally I feel that if you miss 3 consecutive tests, something is there. But at the same time, do not disrespect. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Thank
Do
you,
not have an
congratulations.
interview where you disrespect one athlete to that level. No.
They didn't even congratulate her.
Very rude and disrespectful.
The
Yes,
first thing,
Leonie.
do you think it's fair being here? I'm like, what?
But let us talk about Jakob Ingebrigtsen for a second. I know a lot of Jamaicans are not big on the 5,000, but I love that race. So I was just saying, as we're waiting for the next event on the track, I was just saying, like, congratulations to Jakob.
The women's 1500 meter finals is actually on the track. So let me see this burn up. This is the final lap. Faith Kipyegon is leading. Let's see if she'll be able to win a gold. She didn't win the 5,000 gold. She was silver there. Good of Sagada around a bush.
I can't believe, and my thing is showing me high jump. I need to find a different stream.
Here comes Faith Kipyegon. So she's literally going away for the win. Let's see who will be second. The Ethiopian, who is that? I don't know which Ethiopian that is. No. The Swede is coming through. Oh, the Swede and the, is it a French? No, the Swede and the British athlete. The Swede and the British athlete, first, second, third. Faith Kipyegon takes the win. Three Olympic gold medals in the 800. Somebody was telling me back to back, 3 straight Olympic gold medals. Somebody was telling me about, the greatest of all time athletes, and they included Shericka Jackson, a bunch of Jamaicans, child. And I'm thinking to myself, are we actually watching and encompassing the whole track and field, or are we just talking about, the sprints? Because there's no way you can look at great athletes like a Faith Kipyegon and not have her as an all-time great ever in anything. Any list that you're creating for all-time greats has to include Faith Kipyegon. Has to include her.
I agree. Congratulations to Faith Kipyegon. Well done.
16,
the gold medal
21, and 24. My God, hats off to her. I love her about doing it, but I don't know about the time that I'm claiming Kenya all of a sudden.
Did Jessica Hull manage to medal? I'm sorry, I'm catching the back end of the race. Did Jessica Hull manage to medal? And Laura
Yes,
Muir?
she did. Yes, she no, that's Jessica Hull. So the Ethiopian was run out of it. Faith Kipyegon is wild. She is awesome. See, time to put away that flag and the pot covers. You'll get to use them during. Look here. Rocky Hill.
I'm not entirely sure why my flag is not showing.
Ever be ashamed of this flag.
I'm not entirely sure why my flag is not showing. Okay. I have to move it into the camera.
Ever be ashamed of it. You see this? You see this Thomas King one? You see all top and some of the black stand up? Never you think me I go put this way. Never.
I literally had to move my camera, my flag into the camera. I just realized it was not showing at all. I'm like, what's going on here? Like, where's my camera?
It is both halves of TXT track time. Yes, it's both halves of TXT track time. So for those to the channel and you've always been asking why is it TXT track time, it is TAM XT.
I know track is I am the delinquent T in the TXT. Oh my gosh, I'm in the background.
The only track events left are the 4x4s. One more opportunity for Jamaica. Nikisha Price, end of her season, so any hope that we had to potentially see her help Jamaica to maybe a bronze, not gonna happen. So it's gonna be tough. Let's see what we can try.
Well, I guess at this point, in all honesty, we're just watching for entertainment. Because
Yeah.
the likelihood of medaling, there, there are too many good 400-meter runners out there. I'm not sure about this one. We're just watching for entertainment.
An American medal let me give you all some
In the
information.
5,000, that's what I was
No,
trying to
the
tell you. Brad
high
Fisher came third. He picked up yet another medal.
the
Because I
high
think he
jump.
medal in the 10,000 as well. Was it the 10,000? Yes,
So
he
let me
did.
tell you the results of the 1500 meters. Where is it? Uh okay, so Faith Kipyegon wins with an Olympic record, 3 minutes 51.29 seconds. Jessica Hull was second, and she's from she's Australian. 3 minutes 52.56. And Georgia Bellatrix, not Hull. Jessica Hill is Australian. Okay. Georgia Bell from Great Britain runs 3 minutes 52.61 for a national record. And the three athletes that finished fourth, fifth, and sixth actually run PBs as well. So really, really fast race. I did think that the Faith Kipyegon ran the 5,000 meters wrong. They ran it too slow. And because it was run slow, and anytime a race is run slow, it's anybody's race. I believe that if she had, run her, typical tactical 5,000-meter race, the race was slow, not to mention the time. You know what I mean? So if she had run her regular tactical race, I'm sure she would have probably, gone for that gold. But it is what it is right now. She gets gold here and silver in the 5,000. In the men's 5,000 meters, Jakob Brixton won 13:13:66. He ran a season's best time. Radel Kemoy from Kenya was second, and Grant Fisher from America was third. America still getting on the podium. Child, the men's high jump is still
You know what?
going.
Wait, 1 second. The thing that I had to say, the one comment I have about distance running, and I'm hoping that this is applicable to us. There have been a lot of non-African medalists recently in distance running, and and there have been a lot of Western athletes. They're all from the U.S., but there is a point here. A lot of Jamaicans train in the U.S., and the U.S. is actually closer to Jamaica. So what I'm saying is now there is hope that in the future we will be able to develop a distance program that will be competitive with Africans. Because we never really expect to win against any one of the African nations when it comes to distance running. And now we have to spread our wings to see what's happening in the sprint events. Because if you notice the sprints, it's the same thing. A lot of African nations are starting to medal in the sprint events when they never used to medal in the sprint events. So the onus is on
What
us.
events are that we're talking about? What
What?
events are those? What events are those?
Hmm?
You said started to medal. What events are those?
Well, look, for instance, in the 4x1 last night, we had South Africa medal.
No,
They have two runners. They have
I
one
know
and a
that
half
they were on the
runners.
national record, but I don't think that's a fair
No,
comparison.
no, no. They have one and a half runners, and they managed to pull off a.
No, they
Sean
don't.
Maxman
No, they
Wangan
don't.
is a half runner, and then they
No, they
had
don't.
Sabine. They had one and
No,
a
they
half
don't.
persons.
No, they don't.
They had one and a half persons. I've watched Sean since he's at the University of Houston. He has not been the best. And this is his final year. Maybe he graduated now. They had one and a half runners, and they managed to get a silver medal. I'm sorry.
Rocky Hill apparently said that once you come on, I said you would tell um everyone my real name.
What's her real name, Christy?
Lord God, don't let me say
Okay.
America go walk out with the high jump gold medal too. Child. America definitely, and that's separate apart from me, saying what I say sometimes about Americans and them walking over with the honor medals and how it makes me sad. Outside of that, I have to give credit where credit is due, and I've been talking about this for years when it comes to Americans. They have the ability, and I've always been jealous of this ability to go to a championship and outdo what they've ever done. And when I do a video sometimes and I talk about Jamaicans and Jamaicans possibly outdoing what we've done at a champion, the first thing Jamaicans say, oh, that's not going to happen. She's not going to. And I'm like, why? Why can't everybody else go to a championship and supersede anything you've ever
Well,
thought?
we do have the anomaly. You're saying bolts, but I get what you're saying.
No, I'm talking about in general. Just look at the performances across the board. They turn up each and every time, and it's a mindset. It has nothing to do with how physically capable they are in the moment. It's the mindset. And that's something that I'm jealous of. I've always appreciated their mindset. They turn up ready to go to war and ready to win. And they're not going away without a medal. And that is what I love. The mindset sometimes gets you there, halfway there before you even compete. Look at Noah Lyles. Gosh dang it, he walked towards the gold medal in the 100 meters. From where? From his heart was starting in the heat to his okay enough start, but still second to oblique in the semi. To me, even moving him off the medal podium. To gold? How?
Well, in all fairness, I was one of those people that had him competing for third, but more likely coming fourth.
I swear to God, I literally moved him off my podium after the semi-final. I love the mindset. I swear to you.
But what the 4x4 is coming up. See, I put Sir Mike's comment on the screen for a reason. Jamaica better medal in the 4x4.
And I took it off for a reason. My super chat stay on the screen.
Okay, but I get it. But I just wanted you to answer this question. Jamaica better medal in the 4x4 because goal is coming up. What are the odds?
What are the odds of Jamaica medaling?
Yes. 8-1, 20%. Unlikely.
It's unlikely. I think the only way we medal is if they apply what I just spoke to. You have to have the correct mindset. You have to go in there knowing that you're up against it and fight tooth and nail for it. If you don't do that, then you can forget it. Because best believe everybody else is thinking to fight tooth and nail for it. Everybody else realize that gold is already gone. Forget gold.
All
Gold
four
is gone now.
athletes, all 4 athletes, and silver. All 4 athletes are going to have to run outside of themselves and hope that at least 5 other teams run inside of themselves. That will be the only way. That will be the only way. We're not.
Don't give me a name, see. I haven't found a reason yet to share my name with you all. And as I said, I can't be bothered with explaining how to pronounce my name. It's annoying. You know what I mean? So just call me T, and that's how we're going to stay.
Track is at this point, we're just watching the rest of the Olympics for enjoyment of the sports. That's all there is to it.
Remember, you talking about 50 countries in one. That's a massive 50. You mean states? How much states is it? 52?
States 50.
Yeah. 50 states?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, I haven't eaten anything from morning. I can hear my belly grumbling. All right, so is that the high jump is still going. The high jump is still going. Let's give you some order results on that. So leading right now is Shelby McEwen, jumping a height he's never jumped in his life. So again, doing things they've never done. He's jumped 236. Hamish Kerr from is this Australia or New Zealand? Child, whichever one. He jumps 2.36 meters. So they're tied for first. Mushas Esha Barshim has one more attempt left. And also the Italian Stefano also has one more attempt. So why are they at 234 though? Hold on. No, they passed. Okay. So they passed and he's gonna take his last attempt at 236. So let me see if he's able to clear 236. So Barshim only has one more attempt. He passed because he failed 2 times at 234. He has one attempt at 236. I believe Stefano also passed with his final attempt at 234, given that they've already started jumping 236. So he'll take one final attempt there as well. In the women's javelin throw, the Japanese Haruka Kitaguchi is leading 65.80 meters. Joanne Vanderdyk or Vanderdijk from South Africa is in second with 63.93 meters. And in third place is Nicola. I'm not going to try to say her last name. She has thrown 63.68 meters, and now they're in their fifth attempt. So back to Salwa. So I didn't agree with what they said. I agree that tough questions have to be asked. You know what I mean? Because I'm not one from shying away from asking those questions myself. Yeah, but not in the manner that it was done for me personally. So it was highly disrespectful, and I felt like she was attacked simply because. And I'm just gonna be straight. Ireland didn't medal. I feel like that's why. I feel like that's why they because they're Irish. What other reason would they have to attack her the way they did? So that there's that. I think there are a few more things that I want to cover as well on the stream. So Tom, you can take the floor. Let me just search to see what are the other things that I said I wanted to talk about. What are your thoughts on the sports that they have that are now a part of the Olympics? Sports that are events that are now considered. I don't see events, activities that they now consider sports, like breaking, and breaking is apparently breakdancing. So, what are your thoughts as it relates to breakdancing being an Olympic sport?
Well,
Somebody changed
I don't know. I'm an avid lover of all sports, and I think it does require discipline. So from the start of the Olympics, I took in the swimming.
Oh,
Right?
Tom, not to cut you. For those trying to figure out my name actually doesn't start with T. So you can forget it. You're nowhere close.
Right. So, for instance, say the first event that they had, or one of the first events that I was watching, they had swimming, right? And you do have to have immense discipline, maybe even more than track and field to be a swimmer, right? Then they had the gymnastics, the same storyline. Then there were some other events that I also watched extensively: judo, pistol, rifle, and the list goes on and on. What I will say is that each skill requires discipline. The rifle shooters, they scared me. The focus, the discipline, and the way they could shoot that distance, other persons can't do that. So whatever the sport is, it takes discipline to be very good at it. Take for example break dancing. If we want to be really small, break dancing, it does take discipline. Everyone is not going to be the best, right? All dancers are not going to be able to break dance like the other person, and they also have to treat their bodies right, not overeat, uh be
All right, Tom.
healthy.
You know what? You're not giving me the response I want to hear. So,
I'm
so move on with
sorry.
that.
No. I think that all events are important.
There's no way all sports are equal. I could not care less what you want to say. I have some breaking news. Akira Nugent has come out and spoken after not finishing in the women's 100-meter hurdles final. She said a week ago, I didn't have no feeling in my lower body and my legs were swollen, but God showed up for me and I walk away an Olympic finalist. All glory to God. When the time is right, the Lord will make it happen. So I did hear that she wasn't at her best. So not at all surprised. Given what she has now come out and finally said. I just need to wait for confirmation from the athletes, because as I said, some things are not for me to share. It's for the athletes themselves to share. So yeah, she has come out and yes, she's indicated that her legs were swollen a week ago. So I mean, when I did hear,
While
the
she was in the
possibility of
village.
her not being able to contend at her absolute best, I was distraught, given the fact that I did say that I wanted her to win gold. I was still hoping for the best, still hopeful, but I think the rounds made it, painfully clear to me that, you know what, the Akira that we saw at the national championships, unfortunately, isn't the Akira that turned up in Paris. And it's just one of the or additional stories that happen to many of our athletes here.
And all of this happened while in the village. Well, what I will say, I will go back to the same point about nutrition, medication, having a plan. Or take again Akira versus Masai. They both went pro at the same time. We had Akira on top, reigning NCAA champion, reigning SEC champion. She won all the championships that year. So even though Masai left the collegiate scene with a faster personal best, I would assume that given that both of them were training in the US, I would assume that any contracts they were able to
Faster over
secure.
what? Oh, she faster over the 100 or the 60? The 60?
No, I'm talking about the hurdles, the 100-meter hurdles. She had
I don't
run
think they were faster. I think they ran their
no,
PBs in the finals of the
no, they
NCAA
didn't.
championship.
Masai had run her personal best at a
Was it
random meet.
not legal?
Yeah, it was a random meet like 2 months or so before the
Okay, all right.
trials, right? And that's still the NCAA record, I believe, unless someone broke it this year. But yeah, so that was the NCAA record.
And they didn't go fast in the NCAA finals. Are you sure?
No, no. I believe that's still the NCAA record. I look it up. But yes, so but back to my main point. Once they got their contracts, given Akira stats, and let's not forget she was also the world junior champion and all of that. So when we look at Akira's stats versus Masai's stats, I would say that she would have secured the greater contracts. Now that contract, and this is, and I don't want to go into Elaine right now, but that contract that you secure, it's not just okay. I have a lot of money now. Let me spend it on my family. Let me buy all these nice things. What do you do with your resources? What type of nutritionist do you hire? Medical team, masseuses, coaches, and the list. Like, who do you surround yourself with? What type of environment do you live in that is peaceful, away from everything? Do you have a personal chef? And all of that plays into how you will perform in the future. And I am saying that I believe that Akira would have secured a decent. She has a good track record from a junior all the way up until her last day in college. So she would have secured a decent, sponsorship deal. And how you spend that money is important. And I don't want to go into Elaine and how the money is not being spent correctly right now. But this is an example of what I am saying, like how you spend the money, because you have to put something in, you have to invest in yourself to get something out. And the little that I've seen about these US athletes, the ones that are serious about winning anyway, it seems like they pump back a lot of this money into the sport or into keeping themselves healthy and in the best shape ever. So between leaving Jamaica on top and arriving in in Paris with swollen feet, where is your team of expensive specialists that you have invested in?
I don't know if I can agree with you with that, because that doesn't prevent mishaps. Just like how LeBron James gets injured and all of these other athletes that have millions and millions of dollars, you can't
Yes,
stop.
but LeBron has a long career, and Steph Curry and some of those people, for a reason, because they pump a lot of money into the best player ever. LeBron, like, when are you going to retire? Like, this man will not, like,
Yeah, but
a lot of professional.
There's a lot of money in it, yes, but the basis still remains the same. It cannot prevent everything from happening. Things you will get
all
injured
athletes.
sometimes.
No,
So
all
to say,
athletes
and
have
then
injury.
to say you don't actually know what she's pumping into, her health.
No, I'm not saying she isn't. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm saying I wonder if she is. Right? So what I would say is that all athletes, the whole of them, everybody in Paris right now, they have some type of injury going on. They all have something going on.
Okay.
I just want to know is like,
so
what
our
are you
Jamaicans are not investing correctly in general?
I doubted it prior to the Olympics. I've been doubting it for a while. I've been doubting it since the Elaine time. I was anti the decision for the same reason.
This is what I was saying.
Because the money needs to be invested.
This is what I was saying.
The money has to be invested into you.
Like
all of it.
Train overseas. So I look at it different from the ones that train locally. So in my opinion, the ones that train locally, it's not that they potentially are not investing the money in it, but the island doesn't have the expertise for it, right? So, give you an example. You used Elaine, where Stephen Francis said that outside of his club MVP that has learned how to manage her injury, she basically had to go overseas because there's no place in Jamaica that can take care of her. So in some instances, when it comes to our athletes, because they train locally, unfortunately, they don't have access to the best help here that is there. Akira Nugent trains overseas. She still trains with the Arkansas crew, as a matter of fact, right? And based on what I hear, based on these collegiate setups, they have the access to the best, world class training facilities, healthcare, everything for their athletes. So, in my opinion, she shouldn't have access. She shouldn't be an athlete that doesn't have access to it because she's
Yes.
right there in the thick of it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Because think about the people like Jasmine Camacho Quinn, even though she's a big Olympic star and her money is different. Her team of people that she arrived in Paris with, it just included everybody to see to her well-being, including a therapy. Right. So I want to take it back to the therapy because that's important, right? During that little interview that Asafa had with Noah and what's her name, Janelle Bloomfield. Janelle, one of the things that she mentioned was that Noah is big on mental health, and he introduced her to his therapist, and now she's getting therapy, right? Yeah. And okay, so she had a little small time contract at MVP, and she was training at MVP, right? With a little small time contract.
What contract are we speaking of?
I mean, didn't she have a gear? Wasn't she running in a kit?
Yeah, but Steve has access to all them stuff. Let us get them
okay. So the fact is that she was at MVP. Did she not have access to their mental health counselors, their therapists? Why was she first? Why did Noah Lyles? Why did Noah Lyles
consider mental health? And that's something that
why did Noah Lyles have to introduce? We have had sports psychologists from the dawn of day. A colleague of mine, a friend of mine from high school, she's a PhD now, so they have to call her doctor, this, that, what. I won't call her name on air, but she's a doctor. She's a sports psychologist, right, in Jamaica right now. Employed, I would say, for the most part by the Jamaican government and all of that. Plus, she has her side personal business.
Okay, yes, continue. We don't need to know all about her.
Right. So what I am saying is that Janelle, the concept of mental health and therapy seem to have been brand new to Janelle Bloomfield, and I hate
when we had this discussion already. We have sat down here when you were still here regularly, and we've discussed mental health. We've talked about multiple athletes that we've noticed that had the issue and how much it's seen as some kind of negative thing if you go visit a sports psychologist in Jamaica. We talked about this, and I said that we need to break out of this mindset because vividly there are athletes that are struggling mentally, and that is also why some of them are not able to perform to the highest level. I can't name right now, but some other who we talked about before if you've been around from day one. You know what I mean? So that being said, Tom, I agree with you, but I've also realized that recently, and I don't know if it's specific to some athletes at MVP, right? But from what I gather, I've listened to Stephen Francis, I've listened to Sharika in recent interviews, I've also listened to Kishane. They seem to have what appears to be an in-house sports psychologist, which is good, and it didn't seem to always be the case. I think racers need one. I don't think racers has one, and I think racers needs one. And I've been talking about it from the dawn of I don't know when. You know what I mean? I think they need one. Plus every other club. You know what I mean? As long as you're a professional outfit, I definitely believe that you need one. I saw somebody in the chat, the chat saying that yes, our Jamaicans eat anyhow. I agree with you. You know what I mean? They eat anyhow. And a lot of times, that dictates how far you reach in the sport. And a lot of times you hear coaches come out and say that you may be wondering why a particular athlete, though they were so good in high school or whatever, were not able to transition properly. It's because when they get to that stage, all of a sudden they no longer have any discipline because they're no adults, they no control their life. Nobody can talk to them anymore. You know what I mean? So unless they are disciplined enough to take their life into control and do the things that are correct, Unfortunately, some of them fall by
T,
the wayside.
right? T, maybe you're gonna have to take this up. I would want to start seeing like a day in the life of our Jamaican athletes, especially the ones that train in Jamaica. Like they invite you in like a crib session, you know. They invite you into their lives. They sit down and have that detailed conversation because I realize that the ones that I've seen from the US, including all sports, not just track and field, uh the ones that have that serious type of structure to the point where they even have separate bedrooms from their spouse so that they can get their correct amount of sleep, etc. I noticed that those athletes tend to do well, you know, and those professional sports persons tend to do well here in the US. So I want to know, like, what does that structure look like for Jamaicans, especially Jamaicans training in Jamaica, you
Okay,
know,
so
because they're
again,
getting the contracts, they have the money. What is the money being spent on?
okay, and I can only speak to a few of the athletes because if I the only way to get this kind of information is what they show you pretty much, or if you have an inside source sharing this information with you. So I can use an example, of a Rashid Broadbell and a Stacey. We talked about athletes in relationships and having that separate lifestyle, understanding that okay, this is what's gonna keep me in my best shape if I want to succeed, at the highest level, right? And I've realized that they've managed to successfully be able to, separate their relationship life from their goals, right? I remember even at one point somebody messaged me and asked me if Stacey and Rashid had broken up because seemingly they had removed everything from social media. Probably even I don't know if they had shut down their social media because I never went to check. You know what I mean? Because for me, life happens. So if people choose to break up, I'm not going to make a big deal out of it, right? So when they, message me that, I was like, I don't know what's going on. I'm hoping for the best for them, though, right? But in that moment, now in hindsight, I can look back and say they understood that their targets were making the Olympic Games. They didn't have no time for posting, no lovey-dovey, nothing on social media, not being in each other's presence, apparently, because somebody else, messaged me and said, Rashid Brabella trained different time, actually. You know what I mean? He even changed his whole training time to make sure that I don't even see you during training, so that nothing doesn't mess with the correct mindset. So I know that there's some athletes that have been able to successfully employ, that you're speaking to, but then there are others and it speaks to the discipline. And it all depends on if you're disciplined. You could have all the money in the world and spend all the money to get these things, but if you're not disciplined, do you see one now follow it? So you could be LeBron James and you're not disciplined and have all the money and you're paying for your nutritionist, you're paying for this, you're paying for that, but you still don't follow it because your nutritionist prepare your food, you still gone out a road and burger. So I don't think it has anything to do with the money. I think it has something to do with the mindset.
That's true. That's true because I noticed that in that same interview they asked Janelle, the same myself interview, Janelle, do you cook for Noah? Who does the cooking at home? And Janelle was supposed to say like, oh, he has his personal chef that prepares his meals, and sometimes I get to grab a bite from there too. But basically, Janelle can't cook for Noah. He doesn't want his woman cooking for him. You understand? He doesn't want one extra grain of paprika or salt or anything like that in his food. Okay? The professional chef prepares all the meals.
All right, I'm gonna take a look at the women's 4x4. Apparently the list is out now because I've been waiting on this all day to see who them I'm gonna use. And Tom, I'm gonna drop you off the screen. I have to drop one of us, or I'm gonna have to get rid of my
No, no,
parrot
no,
screen.
drop me. That's okay.
No, hold on. Never mind. Stop, you're not going anywhere. Too bad for you. I don't know what your plans were, but too bad for you.
You're killing me. You're killing me. Hold on a second. Let me fix my camera
Let me
so my
add back up
Jamaican flag
you.
shows. I'm trying to wonder why my Jamaican flag is not showing. I'm trying to get it in camera.
I think
It's
this is the
still
one.
not on the camera. T, why did you cut off my Jamaican flag?
I didn't cut anything off. Once two people are on the screen, it makes the thing smaller.
Oh, wait, my head is cut off now.
Okay. I think I want this one. Okay. All right, good. And now I'm just gonna switch it back to one pip. All right. So I'm gonna share my screen a second. Present, share. Did I open it up already? Share window at least. Share window. Oh, I don't have it. Give me a second. I just remember I have to click on it because I click on so many different things that they go away eventually. I honestly need to get rid of StreamYard because I need to start using, OBS or something. Okay, here we go. All right, so you guys should be seeing what I'm seeing. Hopefully, can you see what I'm seeing, Tom?
Yep.
All right, good. Let's refresh this. The high jump is still on. Shelby McEwen and Hermish Kerr are tied for first right now. And remember, if they stay tied after this and everybody fails this 236 jump, it means that they start to jump backwards. And the first person that successfully clears a height that the other doesn't clear is the winner. Or they can choose to, like Mutas Eshabar Shim and Tamberi in 2021, share the medal. All right, so men's 4x4 is up first, I believe. So let's go to this. Wait a minute. Let me see who they have for the legs here. 1 second. Let me see who they're running. They're going Stacy to Anjanette to Cheyenne to. So they slot in a hurdler. They slot in Cheyenne. And they keep Anjanette. I told y'all they were going to keep Anjanette over Cherokee because she ran faster. You know what I mean? Even though it did look like Cherokee ran faster, based on the splits, Anjanette was always going to get the go ahead first. And Stephanie, Stephanie was always in my team. Stacey was always in my team already. The only person that we're really missing was Nikisha Price. She would have
Couldn't they
been
use
from
one of the hurdles that look strong enough? Couldn't they?
Yeah, Cheyenne is there. So Cheyenne is in third. She's running the third leg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Angelina Tonight is also a hurdler, and she's running second.
Okay.
But it's who
No, I
we
didn't
have.
realize that.
It's not just what you thought they could possibly do based on their personal best. It's who's in shape right now, right? And
Right.
most of the athletes are not in their best shape, right? That's a fact. So, and as you
Or
can see,
whatever
we
you
lost
say.
Nikisha Price. She has ended her season. So with that, this is the best we could come up with. I agree with this lineup. I agree with this. For once they seem to have gotten it right.
Okay.
A strong person on the first leg. We need somebody that can make sure that we're in it off the first leg. We don't want to be behind. And given the fact that Stacey, made it all the way to the semifinal, she
Let
can
me
give us
see
that.
the US team. Shamir to
I
Sydney.
don't care the US team, to be fair, because they might go in
Oh
goal.
my
And
God. Sydney's going to eat on that second leg. They put Gabby on the third leg?
Lord God. Gabby coach run things.
I'm not gonna lie, Gabby ran a mean relay recently, a mean 4x4 that I saw her run. I didn't know she had that much talent.
The personal best too.
She ran an intense 4x4 recently.
Oh,
She has
yes.
it in her.
I just remember this is a year that America actually doesn't have super duper strong 400 meters athletes. I just remember. But this is a blowout for them. I'm really concerned about America.
They don't really have anyone that's super great. Wait a second. And they're taking it home with Alexis Holmes, okay?
Right now, you need to be concerned if we can hold off Great Britain with Amber Anning anchor. They start with Victoria Onorugu, Lavia Nielsen, Nicole Yergin.
Well,
Amber Anning and anchor is going to be the clincher.
We put our best.
Can Stephanie hold her off? That's my thing. That's the difference between getting a medal, which is silver, and challenging for bronze with everybody else that's around there, which includes Netherlands with Femke Ball, Lieke Klaver. I think they're gonna lose a lot of ground with the second two legs.
I agree with our lineup. key. We put Stephanie and McPherson on anchor, and honestly, she just has the most experience. If no one else can hold on, she's the most likely person to hold on. In all
I
honesty,
know. That's why I
so,
said I agree with this lineup completely.
and
I
you know,
agree with it
it is what it
wholeheartedly.
is.
Like this is the first time I think I've seen them do a setup that I don't have any complaints over. And
Let
even
me
if it doesn't
see
amount to
the.
anything, I still don't have a problem with it.
You
You know
know
what I
what
mean?
I like? You know, let's go back to Great Britain. I noticed that what's her name? Lavia Nielsen ran another
Mhm.
personal best. Everyone just seems to be get. Amber Annan ran another personal best there,
Yes,
so they're in
yes. And you
top
know
shape.
that are
Even
not.
the Victoria
All
Urugu
right, I'm gonna have to
managed to
pause
acquit
this and
herself
go to the
well.
men. I'm gonna have to pause this and go to the men. So the women come
Okay.
up last. So let's go to the men. Because they're now coming out on the track. I have Botswana winning. Who do you have? Americans are cussing me out because I said Botswana. Who do you have? Tom.
Who do
Hello?
I have?
Yeah.
No, I'm tuned into. I'm looking at the guys come out onto the track as we speak. So US is running Christopher Bailey to Ry Benjamin on second, or they're running Ry on second
Let me see.
to Vernon Norwood to Bryce
No, Rise
Deadmon.
last. So it's Christopher Bailey to
Oh,
Vernon Norwood to Bryce Deadman to Ry Benjamin.
oh, to Ry Benjamin. Okay.
And it seems as though Botswana has switched their order. So they've now put Leslie on anchor. And they're
He's gonna
running
eat into
Endurance
that
to
shit.
Sam to Anthony to Let's How on to this? What's your phone doing, dying?
Let's see, he's gonna do such a. I mean, they should have left him on the lead off, honestly, because he
And
created such a
quickly add
separation.
this to that. Which one is in front or which one is behind? I don't even remember. Is it the Sportsman that's
Great
in
Britain
front?
is running Matthew Hudson Smith.
Touch your screen.
My
Um,
com-
can you pause
my
it? You
phone is
pause it?
dying.
Yes, you did. Refresh it quickly and put this headset onto that one and take it off this. Put it onto this. Quickly, I want it before the race goes off. Put the headset onto this. And you can just take it off this one. I want it onto that because I want to feed live. All right. So other teams to look out for other than America, clearly, and Botswana. Clearly Belgium is there, France is there, Italy. I'm more interested in Belgium, Zambia. Yeah, I'm more interested in Belgium and oh, Great Britain, sorry. So I'm more interested in Great Britain, Belgium, and Zambia. Those are my other picks for challengers to the podium. Who are your picks?
Sorry, I'm trying to plug in my phone to charge it. My battery's died. Okay. Let me see if I can scoot back over here. Yeah, I think Botswana is actually gonna. So there's gonna be some challenge there.
Who do you have
So
winning? I don't want to hear about no challenge. Give me your top three. First, second, third.
well, you're putting me on the spot. Ah,
That's what this is
I
all
can't
about.
count out Belgium. I'm so sorry. This is stacked. Do that. Give me a second. Give me a second, T.
Okay, the race from Ghana. Me know what you're not after the race Ghana, so tell me no.
No, no, no. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have Belgium in the mix, of course, for a medal. The US and Botswana.
No Great Britain.
No. If I have to choose between Botswana and Great Britain,
Botswana
they ran
and
very
Great
well in the
Britain.
heat.
So you think Great Britain? You think Botswana is challenging for bronze?
They ran very well in the heats. If they reproduce
Race is
there,
about to go off. Let's see how it goes. Let's see
okay.
if we get a challenge or if America actually steamrolls this type of team. Me want to see this. I want to see if America still steamrolls this type of team, this caliber. Let me come off the screen because I actually don't want to see it. All right, the race is off. Staggers look even so far. I haven't really seen anybody make up yet.
Botswana is running good, given that they're not running, let's say, on the first leg, actually.
All right, Great Britain has made up a stagger to the athlete on the outside. Botswana is also running well. America hasn't made a move yet. Botswana so far. Great Britain as well.
Botswana for the first handoff.
So it's Botswana that seems to, be leading on the stagger. Team America is now making a move. All right, let's see what happens. So it looks like it's Botswana. America is now making a move. So it is Botswana, then America. Okay, let's see how this goes.
Great Britain.
So Botswana, America, Belgium is there. Great Britain is also there. So it's Botswana in the lead. Great Britain is in second. America is in third. Why is my stream screaming? It's frozen. No, why now? Refresh quickly. Okay, refresh it.
Well, it looks like Belgium is out and Great Britain is in.
Listen, you now watch 400. Because the moment you tell me, say, yeah, choose.
No.
Belgium over.
My pick, I had to put Botswana in and someone had to go.
Okay, so now, America is now in the front. America leads. Great Britain is in second. And Botswana is in third. Here comes Botswana now making a move on the final leg. Botswana is eating back into the lead that America has. It's going to be a burn up in that final leg. It's Botswana. It's America. It's America going to hand over first and Botswana second. Here comes the final leg. It's Let's See Taboga versus Ray Benjamin. It is Let's See Taboga versus Ray Benjamin. Let's See Taboga is right here. Ray looks like a gazelle, get up in on, some grass there. He looks so good. Let's see if Leslie can respond. It's still right in the front.
Go Taboga! Go Taboga!
Ray is leading. Leslie is pushing. It's Rise.
Oh my God!
Ray holds on for the lead. 251. Wow!
What a race!
Oh my God! The world record! Big record though! Oh my God!
What a race!
Wow!
Oh my God!
You all know I had Botswana winning this race. Right head on. Right did go. I want to see those splits.
Oh my God! It's an Olympic record, by the way. So US had to
Yeah,
run the best
Olympic
race of their
record.
life.
So
It's a new Olympic
Jesus.
record. I don't know if you missed that part.
no, but look at this guy. Look here. Christopher Bailey, 44.50 to 44.30 for Enduri. Vernon Norwood, 44.30 to Busangs, 44.40. Anthony Pasala, 43 80 to Bryce Deadman's 43.50. It doesn't get any closer than this. Let's see it's about 43.03. Wow! To Ray Benjamin's 43.13. Listen, let's see it tried. But he lost it, man. Let me tell you who lost it for them. Anthony Pasala, he gave them 43.80. It wasn't enough. It was not enough. That's a 43.80, guys. Look here. That is a 43.80. This is a 44.
No, see.
This was
Everyone ran 43.
Wow.
Everyone ran 43. They ran outside themselves.
The only reason Christopher Bailey, because that's out of the blocks. So the 44.50 and the 44.30 was awesome. Wow. So look at this. Happy record. Olympic record for America. 254.43. Botswana. 254.53. Era record. National record as well. Personal best. Great Britain, era record, national record, personal best, 255.83. Belgium, national record, 257.75. Watch out, you worry. What did it? South Africa, national record, 258.12. Japan, era record, national record, 258.33. Wow,
feel
up to
vindicated.
expectation. And I'm not
I'm
even
sorry.
ashamed of calling Botswana for the win and America still won. Cheer God.
I'm sorry to say I feel vindicated. I had Botswana in, and I believe you did not.
Who?
Did you have Botswana into your top 3?
No, you didn't. You said Botswana would be struggling for bronze.
No. I said Botswana has to be in. I'm pushing out Great Britain for Botswana.
No, you said they were struggling for bronze.
Going to win.
Please remind her that she said them are Botswana was struggling for bronze. Please remind her that's what she said.
Well, that must have been your interpretation. You asked me why I don't have Great Britain in, and I told you Botswana run too well. They have to be in.
That was a race. Was gold. Exciting, guys. I'm not even ashamed that I called Botswana and America won. I
never heard your 3. I had Botswana in for the win. I never heard your 3. I was rushed to pick. I thought you picked Belgium. I'm sorry. I didn't know you picked Botswana.
Look here, Jackie. Reminder what she said. If you didn't hear what she said, remind her what she said about Botswana.
No, you asked me why. No, you asked me why I don't have Great Britain in. Botswana was the first name I called. I said Botswana, US, Belgium. You said why I don't have Great Britain in, and I said I don't have Great Britain in because Botswana is in for me.
Yes, Mike. America did their thing. It was an amazing race. It was amazing. You should take it up to the down team. No, I'm not ashamed. As I call the race go, I'm not ashamed. That was one of the greatest 4x4s I've ever watched. When was the 4x4 world record set? Was it before my time?
It was an Olympic record.
No, the world record I said. 4x4 world record. I want to see when it was set. 4x4. Come in on me, mate. 4x4. Men's 4x4. Men's 4x4 world record. And when did it set? Oh, in Beijing. No. It was set in 1993 by USA. So it's not a race that's in my brain. You know what I mean? So I'm not kidding you. This is the greatest, most thrilling 4x4 I've ever watched. It was amazing. It was amazing. The Olympic record was also set by America back in 2008, which is what they just rewrote here. That was an amazing run. And then when you take into consideration as well that they didn't have Quincy Hall, they didn't have Michael Norman, though I don't know if Michael Norman would have given me anything better than where Bryce Deadman or Vernon Howard gave me.
Look at those national records. Oh my God.
This is the greatest 4x4 I've seen. No
Everybody
doubt.
run a national record but the US?
Huh?
Wow.
Listen, guys, that race came down to the wire. It wasn't as clear cut as you guys are making it sound. Because that order could have been reversed. That could have been easily Botswana. So don't do that. Don't make it look like America steamrolled Botswana. That never happened. So let's be clear in the chat. Let's be clear.
Lewis said everyone is talking about Teboga, but Botswana, but Benjamin. Actually, no. Teboga ran a faster.
Yeah, Teboga ran fast. It's there on the screen.
He ran faster than Roy Benjamin.
When Roy ran 43.13. Teboga ran faster.
Yeah, Teboga ran faster, Lewis. No, let's set the record straight.
Mr. If I want to go to America, and see if you want to win, oh no, that's Galang out here.
Let's rewind the tape. Let's set the record straight. You said pick your team, you pick your 3 fast. And I had to start picking
but I'm excited.
Right, so I said Botswana, US, and Belgium, and you said why not Great Britain? And I said Botswana is in for me.
May I rewatch it?
But what I will say is that Belgium finished 4th. So they were like, you understand, it was between Great Britain and Belgium, and they finished 4th. So even though it was 4th way back,
between Great Britain and Belgium for 3rd, but they were never going to be anywhere close to Botswana.
No. After Botswana is amazing because I went back to it because I never knew that you picked Botswana. I kept saying Botswana was so good in the heats. You know, meaning that they're gonna win.
Sir Mega say you're shaking out, Tom.
No, because you're saying one thing, but that's not what I was saying at all.
No excuses. I had Botswana winning and they lost to an Olympic record. We can't complain. That was an amazing race. That was the greatest 4x4 I've ever witnessed.
It was. Look at all those national records. Even Belgium, we're on a back in the fourth place.
Yeah, be a national record. Be a national record.
That's crazy. Wow, that was the race. They should have made that race the last race of the championships. Oh my
God. Look here, with Sydney McLaughlin never running, them probably go broke that the world record they run this so. I don't know about that. See, look here, Sir Matt, me get my foot kick away all Olympic games. Me not my foot kick away at this point. Look at the British splits. Hold on, let me drag down the screen so y'all can see the British splits. So Great Britain split 44-60. Oh wow, Matthew Hudson Smith actually had the fastest split. 43 on the nose.
No. Matthew Hudson Smith was Dada, did you not did you not see? Matthew Hudson Smith was.
They refresh the stream because the stream did behind. So
Matthew Hudson Smith was running, he was motoring a line.
Maybe because he didn't freeze.
No, I did not.
But I saw him initially got the bottom, but after that it froze. So he has the fastest split overall with the 43.
No, he was motoring. He's the reason why Great Britain finished where they did. Matthew Hudson Smith alone. After that, I knew Belgium was out.
I don't know if me have no of the Jamaica medal.
No, trackers were just watching the 4x4 female race because we love athletics. Okay.
I don't know if me have no of the Jamaica medal in after what me just watch.
Oh my God!
I'm just keeping it real, guys. I don't know if I have any hope for Jamaica medaling after this.
Oh my God! They should have made that race the last race.
Where is America? Oh yeah, Sydney's on second. I tend to like to put the fastest person or somebody that can give me a fast leg on second, actually. So I like that they put her there.
Yeah, but they're going to blame Alexis Holmes. They're going to blame Alexis Holmes if Bowl passes her again.
I don't think Netherlands will be close. I don't think the Netherlands will be close.
Well, if Sydney does what she's supposed to do, they will not. But I'm sorry, the Netherlands run a mean 4x4.
I'm not saying they don't. I think those two middle legs are going to let them down. When it comes to challenging USA, no, I'm not talking about being on the podium. I'm talking about challenging USA.
I know you're saying between them and USA. I think it's going to be closer. Well, I will say I think it's going to be closer than you think. I think it's going to be a closer.
I think Shamir Lisa has been running well. All these athletes have been running well. They've all been running better.
All the Netherlands team has been running well. And come on,
okay, pound for pound, all the American athletes are much faster than any other than Lee.
I'm sorry, throw pound for pound out of the equation. Botswana just ran the race with 3 nobodies and one person. Came second.
They're not nobody.
Record.
They're not
throw
nobody.
The pound for pound out of it.
They're not nobody.
Nothing in relays.
First and foremost, if you have a 44 one personal best, you're not a nobody. That's Endori's personal best. That's not a nobody.
Run when it comes to the 4x4 especially. These athletes always outperform whatever their individual personal best are. Always.
I know. That is why I'm saying that America will be so far ahead and poor Jamaica will be struggling, and I'm praying to God that they can get on the podium.
Well. You have more faith than I do. Not with Great Britain coming in third.
Great Britain is coming second.
Really? Netherlands is coming below them?
Yeah, because they have 4 solid.
No.
2 solid is different from having 4 solid.
Okay. I have the USA and Netherlands battling it out for first, and then I have Great Britain third, and everyone else far behind.
Anyway, I don't know how it go. When I think
Yeah.
let me stand for the one. You come on, see how Jamaica going. Oh, let's stand. Boy,
You're gonna
after this,
cheer
I'm
on the
gonna have to go.
Jamaicans. So
I'm
what's
gonna
gonna
have to
happen if the
go.
Jamaicans finish well?
I want them to finish well. What do you mean? I said it's gonna be hard after what I just watched.
Okay. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Someone said Botswana has 3 elite 400 meters. I just mean persons who don't usually make it into the finals or win medals. That's all I meant by nobodies. I didn't mean nobodies. I meant persons who don't generally medal.
You should have learned from my example when I called the Australian nobody and how everybody attacked me. Okay, here we go. Shamir Lisla has already taken in the saga on Great Britain. Okay.
Well, Jamaica is doing
Um,
well. Go on,
also on the
Stacey.
outside, Stacey's doing well. I want to go on your
Go on,
song.
Stacey. We're doing
Stacey, come
well.
on, come on, baby girl. Come,
Go
girl.
on, Stacey. We're doing good on that first leg.
Make
Go
sure I
on,
get that
Stacey.
second. Stacey, come
Go
down,
on,
girl.
Stacey. Oh my God, Stacey's running amazing.
What? Stacey.
Go,
What?
Stacey. Oh my God, Stacey's tearing on that first leg.
Stacey. Oh my gosh. She's
Oh
running
my
faster than
God,
right
Stacey's
now.
tearing on that
What?
first leg.
What? Stacey. No, come on, yeah, man. What? Stacey. Come on.
Woo!
Stacey, yeah. Come on,
Brilliant first leg by
yeah.
Stacey.
Come on.
Brilliant first leg by Stacey.
Second
Sydney's
time.
gone.
They would have gone ahead. Come
Have
on.
mercy, Sydney's gone.
Rashida on third for Ireland. They're putting them in the conversation. Hold on, Janet. Hold on, Janet. Jesus Christ.
Is
Jesus
Ireland looking
Christ.
for something? Did you jump her button? Not off of that leg there by Stacey.
Who got me? Jesus Christ. Don't get DQ'd. Pass that to me.
I'm in pain. I'm in pain.
No, no.
Right now it looks like Ireland is gonna medal. I'm in pain. Look at Sydney go. What's happening here? Is that France?
Who hit the button out of the hand? Who hit the button out of the hand? Me not business what? Them not DQ'd. I don't care. I don't care. Who just lick it out? Me not business no more. Me not business no more. Look how Stacey do. Look how Stacey put Jamaica in there. What in heaven had that be their name?
That must be a world record.
America just misses the world record. 3 minutes 15:27. Come. Wanna pull up the replay. Wanna pull up the replay right now. Wanna pull up the
Well, I
replay
had the
right now.
order right. Well, I had the order right, but not the fights. Not the fights.
Wait, no. Pull up. Jesus, look here. Stephanie is inconsolable on the track. She's inconsolable on the track.
See, we have one See, we
I
have
don't
one.
care. If they don't look here, see which power in there. If they don't put me in a panel and pour them RDQ, whoever liquid all the button, me done. Me done.
See, as
Me
a
done.
relay athlete, you have one job. Hold on to that button like your life depends on it. Nobody should be able to knock it out of your hand. And that's just that. I just feel bad for Stacey and Williams and all that
Look here.
effort to put into
Top
nothing.
fat. Netherlands needs to go.
Netherlands knocked it out or Rashida
Yes,
and
Netherlands. She's too close to us. She was elbowing us the whole time around.
No,
She was elbowing us the whole time around.
Dada, it was Ireland. It was not Netherlands. It was Ireland, and she dropped the button, it seemed to me, on her back stretch before. She knocked her hand into the Ireland girl, Adeleke. On her back.
And she knocks into the girl behind her.
No. Adeleke was still behind her.
She's too close to us.
No, Adeleke was still behind her. She knocked that button out of her own hand. She bounced into Adeleke on her backswing. She bounced that button out of her own hand on her backswing.
Jamaica's runner's fault. Look here.
Dada, she swung it out of her own hand.
Come out of my chat.
If she was holding it tight enough, when she made contact with Adeleke, it would not have gone.
Come out of my chat. Come out of my chat, please. How would that me just put? Come out of my chat, please. Why is this thing moving? Wait, are the wrong person that? Child, me touch the wrong person.
I'm sorry.
I touched the wrong person. Apologies. Other person I may forget. Other person I may. How do you go and take people out of timeout? Can you take people out of timeout? Can you take people out of timeout? Come, me unfortunately put the wrong person in the timeout. I don't know. Laughing at my face right now.
I don't know.
Laughing matter with no,
all I know is that the Olympics is over and the persons in the comments
I don't want nobody to laugh at me right now. No.
There were some people in the comments that said that Jamaica would finish last. Well, that was not going to happen, but then it did. It was even worse. We did not finish. Even worse than finishing last. I thought we would finish sixth or something. But after Stacey and Williams invigorated me,
I'm not in any laughing matter right now. No.
Sorry. After Stacey invigorated me, I thought that okay, we could move from. We could move somewhere.
I'm waiting on an appeal. I'm waiting on the appeal.
Dada, you're the one that said to stop being unreasonable. I'm not sure what you're seeing, but it's clear as day. In her backswing, she knocked the button out of her own hand. Oh, there's a lot of national records here.
What do you mean in her backswing? How does your arm swing?
As she was running and swinging her arms, and Adeleke was coming up on her.
If you know, like how you talk about tail ending a driver, if you're too close to the person, if you abruptly stop your vehicle, the person can run into you. She was too close to her. So her backswing clearly is going to hit into her. What do you mean?
Hold on to your button. That's all I have to say. Look at all those national records. Wow. I thought this race couldn't outdo the male race, but it actually did. Even with the US with that phenomenal lead, everyone that's behind them managed to trail themselves into national records. I can't believe it. I can't believe that Gabby is part of this phenomenal team. Well, she ran her leg properly, so we can't take that away from her. How many gold medals is this for Gabby now? 3? Oh my gosh. Is that 3 gold medals for Gabby Thomas?
Yeah, 3 gold. So she gets the 200 gold, the 4x1 gold, and the 4x4 gold. I'm
Uh,
upset. Me upset.
I guess she should be the face of U.S. track and field. She's
Who?
leaving with even more than Sydney. I said, I guess she should be the face of U.S. track and field.
Yeah, because Sydney is what,
Listening,
2 gold and she's
no,
3. But
right?
she's already
No,
faced.
listening to
I think I was watching a video on, I think Shannon Sharp, and they were talking about her being the face. She's on all these advertisements overseas. You know, ones that we don't see because we're not. Well, you will see them. I won't see them.
yeah.
But she's apparently on all these adverts overseas. So she's already the face in America, apparently.
They want to know what Gabby's split is. Bring it up. Let us see how well everyone did. Oh my God, Stacey ran her, you know, she ran her ass out of that first leg.
She
Oh my
ran
God.
47.71. Jesus Christ.
What?
What a monster. Gabby ran 49.30. Alexis Holmes ran 48.78. The only good person on Netherlands side was Femke Ball.
Like, well, yeah, Netherlands underperformed based on what I expected.
No, but I told you that you can't be rating them when they only have one
they
good
finished
person.
where, but they ultimately they still
You
finished.
know who failed Great Britain? You know who failed Great Britain? That first leg. Because they have a more rounded team.
Right. Right, their first leg. And you know, that was what I was saying. They had 3 really good people that performed well at this championships. All 3 of those people set personal best, if I'm not mistaken. Well, I'm not sure about the third leg for Great Britain.
Me now calm down. Me now
No,
calm
Dada,
down.
no T. T, you're gonna have to watch. You're gonna have to watch that replay multiple times
I'm
to
not watching
convince
that
yourself.
movie.
But
I'm
there
not
was
watching.
nothing that Adelika did nothing, honestly.
I'm not watching back nothing. Paris has been nothing but
In
crap.
fact, on the first go around, I wondered how she even dropped the baton because it looks like she just. And I need to see it because I want to see
It
if there was
was hit
actual
out of her
contact.
hand. What do you mean drop the bat? What are you talking about? The bat was hit out of her hand.
No. No. There was minimal to no contact. She didn't have a good grip on her own baton. That's just that.
What do you mean little to no contact? The ear touched her and the bat fell out of her hand?
You didn't see that on the backswing, the baton fell out of her hand with little to no contact. Just calm down. It
Look
wasn't.
here. I needed to go and rewatch the race.
I did multiple times. I'm literally rewatching it now as we speak.
I
There's
don't
no
care anymore.
contest.
I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. I'm not rewatching these Olympic Games. I'm over Paris. I'm over Paris. I'm mad. And I'm over the stream too. I'm over everything.
Anyway, congratulations to Stacey and that's awesome, Les. You know, one thing that I will say, and we say this about the baton all the time in all the races, Steve. That baton is like your savior. You have to hold on to it, protect it. We see batons getting knocked out way too often. Way too often. Way too often. And not by Jamaica only, like all teams. We just needed to hold on to that baton properly. That was all.
Me done. Me done. Me no. Me can't do this, man. From one thing to the don't no, it comes like some power. It looks like there's a power that is preventing Jamaica. Like,
The
how did this
likelihood
happen?
of us medaling was already slim. I must say that Stacey did
Okay.
invigorate us, and it looked like we could possibly medal if we kept going at the same trajectory. But sadly, it was not to be. And just to Anjanette's, credit. As she ran, she was running, she was acquitting herself well before the baton. Well,
I'm just looking at everybody trying to calm me down. It's ridiculous. I'm listening to Tom speak. And all the efforts right now is to calm me down. TXT track time. Shout out Tom in the chat right now because all the efforts that she's making right now is to calm me down.
Oh my gosh.
All her efforts right now are to calm me down. But look here, I'm gonna tell you right now,
Well,
okay? There's no calming down. There's no calming down. There's
well,
no
the championships are over. We have ended with
I'm
our
not
work
watching
medal hauling.
Nobody don't ask me to review nothing about Paris. Don't ask me nothing about Paris because I'm not going back to nothing Paris. It's gonna be just like I never went back to 2017. It's gonna be one of those championships where I don't go back.
Okay, so it's all over. What is our medal count? Is it still?
Yes, it's 6.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm over it, man. Jesus.
Oh my
Before I was literally just hanging on by a hair's breadth. I was hanging on by a hair's breadth this whole championship, and this one just set me over the wall. It set me over the wall. I was literally hanging on, hang on for dear life.
This is worse than 2017. I'm sure we got like more medals in 2017. And 2017 was bad.
From where? Are you delusional too? I know me alone delusional, apparently.
How many medals did we get in 2017? I can't remember because we got
All right,
Omar's medal.
Omar, you're saying?
And then we got some relays, no?
Omar, you saying?
We got Omar's gold. We got Yassein's gold.
Bronze. We got Yassein's bronze. We got.
Oh yeah, that was his last year. We got his bronze.
We got.
Did we get
Women's 4x1 bronze. We didn't get no medal in the women 4x4. I don't believe. So that's what 3 alone me count already. Hurdles. How about we didn't hurdles in 2017?
Oh my God! Did we get any field medals then?
What did we get in 2017? We didn't a medal probably. I don't remember. A 3 medal we left London with?
No, it can't be.
We probably got the men's 4x4. It's probably 4. Let me go Google London 2000. Look here, I'm going back to that thing. Let me go Google it. London.
I remember Shelley wasn't there, right? Was that the year when she had her son?
She was pregnant at the time.
Yeah. And Elaine was not well.
So when Elaine come up, 5th or so, I think I 5th.
We got 7. Somebody in the comment section told us that said we got 7. But what was
I'm on the podium right now. We got 4.
Quality?
Let me tell you how 4 we get. 4. I counted them right off. I mean, even as much as I haven't gone back and watched, I counted that. I know exactly what we get, and that is exactly why I didn't go back and watch. It's 4.
Well,
y'all want me to show you the medal podium? Y'all want me to show you the medal podium?
No, but in any event, what would be there to go back and watch, honestly? Especially Paris. Like,
I mean,
what's there to go back and watch?
For London, really, but I'm just saying, a 4. I'm telling you 4. After, you all know I know, some stuff.
So we got 1 track medal, and according to all Jamaicans, that trumps the field events. So if that's the case, what were the quality of medals, by the way?
Who says that?
I mean, people. What's the quality of medals that we got in 2017?
How come I can't find it? Oh, here. So this is Jamaica in 2017. 4 medals. We finished 15th on the medal table.
How much are we finishing this year? Because everybody has performed above themselves.
I don't know right now. We were where were we before this? I don't know. Stop sharing.
I saw Norway way down there below us, and Jakob Ingebrigtsen alone has what? 1 gold and 1. Oh no, he didn't medal in the 1500. Oh well. It's sad.
T, calm down. Nothing is gonna come out of it. I cannot calm down. I refuse to calm down. Why is it always Jamaica?
It's not always Jamaica. It's always Jamaica in this particular championship.
Look here. World Tour is gone, and then lick the back out of Jamaica hand. What do you mean?
You sound unrealistic. Come on.
Thank God for Tam. Thank God for Tam and her sensible reasoning.
It's not sensible. It's like I'm
I'm being,
looking at the
I'm being
odds.
sarcastic.
The odds of us even, getting a medal were slim to none. And next, she was not carrying that baton properly, Steve. You know,
I can't.
but she was running well. I must say, she was
I'm,
running well.
I can't. I can't. I feel like, I feel like I'm about to crash out and burn.
She was
I
running so
definitely gonna
well.
crash out and burn. They better protest, Trevor. As far as I'm concerned, they better protest. They better protest. I couldn't care less what Tom wants to say about me being unreasonable or not. They better protest.
I mean, I believe in protesting. Let me tell you, in life, you have to fight for what you want. So I'm not going to say don't protest. I am pro protesting because that is how you get everywhere in life. Okay? So that
So
I will agree
you
with
are
you
saying
on
we need
that.
to be more confident and aggressive. Oh
Oh
my,
my God.
Masa is crying. This is a touching moment for her. So the American national anthem is playing. No, and Masa is in tears. I'm happy for her. She did well. This was an amazing final.
Did you listen to her interview after the heat? She said she never wins nothing. She's always second, second best, second best, second best. Well,
What you
finally,
said?
yeah, that's what she said after. She said she never wins nothing. She set the record, she set the NCAA record and went on to come second here, second there, second everywhere. She's no, and then when she won at the U.S. trials, I believe she won. Did she win? That was like the first she was ever winning anything. So it's like that she's trying to get accustomed to this idea of winning after so much hard work. She deserves it.
Yes, Scorpios tend to be overly emotional. Next, that's not going to change. So y'all know when you come here, you get the real me. Moving on. Moving on. That not
Someone
change
said
with
Masa is
never.
going to be
Somebody says I
unstoppable
don't
now.
understand why she didn't take up the baton and run. Me, I wonder that too, you know. Me really, I wonder that. I thought the baton fall on the inside of the trap door, so I don't know how far it bounced for her to pick it up because you know stepping off the trap means a DQ. You know what I mean? So what are you laughing about? Huh?
You're killing me.
What are you laughing about?
Oh my gosh. Look at her. She's
And
so
Steve,
she's you know who
Paris
I'm happy
Legend said
for?
to remind me of this stat that
I'm
at this
happy for everyone
championship,
there,
Jamaica has
honestly.
not gotten one relay medal. When
I'm
last
happy
have
for
we not
everyone.
gotten a relay medal? Look
I'm happy
here,
for everyone.
Charlene, you missed me spazzing out. I literally had an emotional, what do you call it, Tam? Not?
Meltdown, breakdown.
I literally had an emotional meltdown. I legitimately had a emotional meltdown.
She and Tam start planning to come to Los Angeles in 2028. Guys, I was in Paris in May, and I feel like so bad when I was in Paris. They were
Why
doing like the
never one?
preparation.
Why never one to say Paris was apparently this? How couldn't send with
What?
people them, you know? Why never tell me so it's same I couldn't send with people them?
I'm sorry. I was even on the same. I'm sorry. I was in Paris. It was not as bad as as they're making it seem. It just wasn't. Think about it like being a tourist in Jamaica, where you see the best of Jamaica, right? That was my experience in Paris recently, and I got to see the preparations for the Olympics because it was so close to the Olympics. And I thought I was so nostalgic. I'm thinking I'm coming to Paris at the wrong time. I should be there for the Olympics. Well, you better bet I will not be missing LA in 2028. It's just a 4 hour flight or 5 hour flight.
Look here. After this, if look here, well, I have a few more videos to do on Paris, but after this, I'm not about to ask me not about Paris. No
I don't
time.
want to know why you're sitting like that, T.
This is called fed up. Where your Jamaican say, them
Where
fed
is
up,
your posture? I'm
me fed
sorry,
up.
where's your posture?
This is
Like,
what
I'm not understanding what's happening.
this is what fed up looks like. I am fed up.
Oh my God, I have this water bottle that I don't trust that has the label ripped off. I'm drinking with faith.
I am fed up.
You know, leading into this Olympics, we had hopes of maybe even a potential 20 medal haul. 20 became
I
6.
had 17. Who had
Yeah,
8? Who
because
had
there
20?
is, but you had 17, and think about the ones that you didn't have that medal. Rajinga, Roja,
Ginger.
Stoner.
Ginger.
So that's how many. You had two that didn't medal, two
Yes.
new medals were added. So it
Two
could have been
new.
a potential, 20, given all things. Oh well,
I
same down
don't
to.
care, man. This is what passing out looks like. Mighty Jesus. What a day. Paris, I never want to see you again. I was saying that the World Championship is probably going to be held there in 2031. We say our team?
Oh yeah. So when they said Kemba used to beat MJ in NCAA, now MJ is head and shoulders. There is something else I wanted to mention when I was ranting about the nutrition and all of that. One more thing I wanted to mention is the athletes and how ripped they are around the world. And I'm not saying muscles by any indication means athleticism, but around the world, when you look at all the athletes, including one Julian Alfred of St. Lucia, they
Mm-hmm.
always seem to have more muscles. And this is coming from the Usain Bolt days. Asaka was ripped, I'm not going to lie. They always seem to have more muscles than the other athletes. And it makes me, than the Jamaican athletes. And that alone for me shows level of hard work. Okay, I don't know if I don't think muscles is gonna get anybody closer to winning, but I observe, especially for some females, a lot of the females, they tend to have more muscles than the Jamaican ladies. And even in a small frame, so let's just say they're very, very, very skinny, they still have a lot of muscles there. It just shows me that they're compact so they can withstand the rounds better. So for
I
example,
mean,
when I think about
they're
racing,
lifting. They're lifting. They're hitting the gym.
they're
They're hitting
lifting
the
and they're
gym.
doing the training for their legs. So when they talk about breaking down in the rounds, and that's why I knew Alfred was always going to be a success, because you need to have that type of your muscles need to be that strong. Aside from being fast, you also need
Listen,
to be strong.
Tom, no offense, but it's like my mind is not adjusting quite properly to all the positivity that you're spewing out of your mouth.
you need you need a little balance. So yeah, I'm sorry. You need a little balance in your life. We finished.
I need somebody to be upset with me too, dang it.
You're looking in the wrong place. We need to reassess where we finished in Paris.
Oh my gosh, I weak. I can't. I can't.
We need to
Yeah, Paulina
reassess
is
where
so
we
much
finished in
also. Paulina is
Paris.
really, really ripped as well.
We
And our
need to
athletes
reassess.
do look light. But there's a concern, about our athletes, and there are a few of them, especially coming out of high school, because I remember listening to a coach recently, and he spoke along the lines of the Jamaican athletes are just running on talent. They don't like hitting the gym. Most of them in high school don't hit the gym.
Yeah,
They
it's
only
called
hit the gym when they get to
attrition.
college and they realize that they're forced to hit the gym. And that's why they always end up so injured when they're running in college as well, because there was no preparation prior to that.
Right. The lack of attrition. It's Alfred got those six packs from Texas Longhorn Resources. Kemba is the same place. What's her name? Not Kemba. Kevona. How many months? Is she the same? I don't know. I don't mean to be mean at this particular point, but Kevona went to Texas at the same time Julian Alfred did. Did they not?
No, Julian
Think
went
they
a
did.
year before.
A year before. Well, Kemba stayed a year. Kevona stayed a year later. They're even.
It's the same amount of years
Yeah,
that
yeah,
they spent
yeah.
in college. But if you mean in the
And
program, considering that Julian Alfred is still training with the same person, then yes, she has spent more years with him.
oh well.
I think
I'm
it's
from
this. I think a
international
lot of this.
athletes.
I think a lot of anything concerning athletes and how they look versus other athletes it simply points back to the same thing we were saying before: discipline. Kimbella says Kevona has no muscles.
No, the
So
only reason I brought up Kevona, by the way, because I don't like to be mean to a Jamaican athlete. Somebody commented that Julian Alfred used the Texas Longhorn resources to get those muscles. So I just said we also have Jamaicans running for the Texas Longhorns.
Brianna Elliott, I wonder if you think um both and Shelly and Elaine and Asaf
Mm,
and Johan
look
just
at
depended
Jakob
on talent.
Ingebrigtsen still standing at the
You
top
think
of
they just depended on talent to
the
win?
medal podium.
You thought these athletes only depended on talent to win? And if you're talking about talent and Shelly wasn't the most talented. Who knew about Elaine? Elaine doesn't even exist on anybody's spectrum. Because nobody still can find her in a high school to this day. Nobody can show me one picture of Elaine nowhere. So Elaine was not no spectrum. So what talent are we speaking of?
Michael Maguire, I didn't say that muscles were the indication of speed or anything like that. I just pointed out that that was one more thing I noticed that generally around the world, a lot of athletes tend to be way more solid in their core, their arms, and their legs than the Jamaican athletes currently.
No need to nitpick why they took out Cherokee for Stallman because we never even get to that leg then at the first place charm. So that's a non-point. See what happened to us in the women's 4x4. I don't know right now, TSC exclusive, it's all a blur. I literally lost my mind. No, sir. Maybe I'm going to go touch some grass after this. No, yeah. Every time I press the check is look here. I literally think of something and you ever watch some people watching something that and they break up the TV.
And this is hilarious. Okay, we have to look to 2028 and the ages. Let's look at that. How old
Look
will
here,
our
I'm not waiting
athletes
until
be?
2028. I'm looking forward to next year.
No,
I'm looking forward
I
to next
honestly
year.
I like the world championships, but do you notice anyone getting any tattoo of or of the world championship symbol on them
No,
or
that's
getting
not what I mean. That's not what I mean. I mean I need to start seeing the move towards what should be, arriving in 2028 by next year. That's what I mean. I'm
okay?
not waiting until 2028 to see it. I want to be seeing it incrementally and gradually getting to that point where we're like, okay, you're gonna be ripe and ready for 2028. I'm not wait until 2028.
I get you. Just a bit disappointed. Let me see what's going on.
I don't know, man. I don't
Oh,
know.
we're
All
still
I
having the
know.
medal ceremony. Faith Kipyegon getting
Oh, so they're probably
deserved.
handing out all the medals right now. I can't. I can't with this, guys.
Imagine we went to Paris, this beautiful city, and it turned out to be so disastrous.
No team
Sad.
world will also be bad. Look here, yard man. Look here, yard man. You see? When it comes to Jamaica track and field, I take this seriously. Right now, I haven't eaten all day, I'm not even gonna eat. I'm gonna go outside, go stare in a space. I'm
Yeah,
gonna go
I'm drinking
outside and I'm gonna look
water.
up into space and ask Father what is. You
You
know,
know,
Mother
with
Jusang? You know, Mother Jusang when him say, I want his Father. Me I go outside and I'm gonna sit onto my step and I'm gonna look up in the sky and I'm gonna say, is what this Father?
the Olympics came and went too fast. And one thing I know,
We
last
got it
week we
done.
went
We
in
got it
like with
done.
this merry, happy spirit, and now we're leaving dejected.
All right,
How
next
are we going
moment
to
of Paris.
celebrate our
What was
six
your favorite
medals?
moment of Paris?
Hmm?
What was it? And don't give me anything because they're Jamaicans. If it truly is, then sure. But what was your favorite moment of Paris?
The favorite race or favorite moment?
Moment.
Is a moment a race?
It can be anything.
I think it would be the 400-meter finals with, I think a combination of the 4x100-meter finals with Andre DeGrasse and the 400-meter finals with Quincy Hall. The great, and also want to mention Sabine on for the second place. The great that it took those three men to claw their way. Many things stood out to me from many athletes in the distance races. There was that kid there from the US, Paul Hawker, on the what did he run, the 1500. Now he has been
Yeah.
running forever and always finishing mid pack. And by the way, US gives him no respect. They always have another person that is before Cole that they're talking about, then after Cole. Like for example, Cole ran better than Yared
That's what
Nagus.
I always talk about Nagos.
And they're always talking about Ryan. And I understand that Nagus eventually ran his way into having the US
No,
record.
Nagos.
But
No, the
after
reason
that,
why they talk about Nagos more is because Nagos is from Oregon. They always talk about
they're talking about. So that stood out to me. So
Oregon
I
more
guess
than
the
anybody
biggest
else.
moment, like Roger Stoner collecting his gold medal, because again, we got to hear the Jamaican anthem, and it was the one and only time we got to hear the anthem. So I waited all Olympics for there to be some tears in my eyes. So that stood out for me. Julian Alfred crying after winning the 100 meters. So not just the victory, but the emotions that followed the win. She was, she was like beside herself. She couldn't believe that it was real. So that there are many moments that stood out for me across the Olympics. I think the fact that the anthem played just once was both bitter, sweet. I'm used to hearing that Jamaican anthem play. So imagine having to set my alarm to not miss it. I wouldn't expect to, not miss a medal ceremony. So that for me was like bittersweet, knowing that I had to catch this one time.
I felt the same way about the medal, like medal ceremony. It was one ceremony that I was like, there's no way I'm missing this one. You know what I mean? And I don't recall ever catching any of the medal ceremonies, to be fair. So yeah.
No, we always catch them. Think about it with the Jamaican anthem.
No, well, not me. Because they never have them. Because sometimes you're looking, I like how they have them now, immediately before the meet and immediately after. They always have them at some odd intervals at the championship, so you're likely to miss it, at some particular point. Or wait until the championship done before you. I don't know. I'm not doing that. I'm not
I
going to figure
remember
out
medal
what's going on with
ceremonies
that
from the
one.
days of Merlin Otti, and I didn't
But
miss
I'm
one of
always
those
missing them.
medal
I don't know what
ceremonies.
they must be in the bush, but I'm always missing them. But my moments, the ones that stood out to me, yeah, Roger Stoner for sure. Not just because of my Jamaican bias, but his yell when he let go that massive throw. I remember vividly that my body was kind of turned like this, and I could hear from the headset that Roger was about to take his throw, and I remember just immediately looking across, and I literally caught the moment with the disc in flight, and then them panning back to him and him going, you know what I mean? And that was crazy. That was crazy for me. So that resonates with me well. I love the men's 4x4. I love what I just saw a while ago. That was epic. That race, it was epic, and the times and the performances by almost all the teams tells you exactly how great that race was. Sydney broke the world record. I always tell you guys I love things that are more competitive than just one-off instances of performances. And again, the reason why I will rate Roger's performance over something like a Sydney that was a world record was because Roger was in eighth. He was literally, or seventh, I mean. He was in seventh. He was nowhere. You know what I mean? Sydney, it was a world record. It was amazing, but it was like it's expected. So it's no longer, there's no shock value anymore sometimes when she's running. I would say, though, her 47.7 ranks up there for me. You know what I mean? That 47.71 that she split on the 4x4 was wild because she literally took America into yonder. You know what I mean? So that was amazing by her. What other events am I missing? I mean, the sprints were just, blah for me personally. There wasn't anything exciting, like overly exciting about them. The men's 400 was really good as well. Love the men's 400. It definitely lived up to expectation. And I keep using the term that you always use, scrappy when talking about Quincy Hall, and that's exactly what he did. He fought his way to that gold medal, so I love that as well. The women's 100-meter hurdles was amazing. A little bit down on my other performances, given that I had so much high expectations for it. As time wise, I expected it to be faster. It wasn't as fast as I was thinking it was gonna be, but it was still an awesome race. Um, who else? What other events or moments? Those are the ones that pop out at into my head right now. Loved. I didn't get to see the men's 1500 because my stream crashed. So I saw what happened, the result afterwards. So it was awesome. But because I didn't get to live the moment, it doesn't resonate with me like how it resonates with people. You know what I mean? But I do recognize that that was an awesome race as well. Faith Kipyegon, this is a moment, not necessarily the actual, performance that she did, even though she ran another super fast time. But winning three back-to-back Olympic 800-meter titles, the first woman in history to do that. That's a moment right there for me. What else? Those are the ones that really pop out at me right now. I probably think about more as the days goes, but or the
Yeah,
days go. But for
it's
now,
kind of
those are the
sad
ones
that
that
it's
I can
all
think about.
over.
Those are definitely the ones that I'm thinking about.
Uh,
Yeah. But guys,
so
as things stand right now, my brain is like shattered. I'm distraught. I'm I'm just, I won't be myself for a few days. Guys, you probably, for those who are new, I don't know if how new some of you are to TXT track time to see how I react to stuff, but this is how I typically react to every championship. If stuff are not going our way, case in point, that's why I keep reminding you guys that I still to this day haven't gone back and watched certain championships. And you may say, oh, that's terrible of an analyst, but that's how seriously I take it. Like, I can't go, I know what happened. I'm not going to go back and watch it, that's for sure. And I feel like Paris isn't giving me anything I want to go back and watch, particularly, right? So with
at
that being
this
said,
point, I don't even want to go back to Paris anymore after this.
yeah, it's like it has just become all over just horrible. It just feels like everything just went wrong. I don't know how one country. I understand spills. You will have spills at championships. That's a part of it. But all these spills, this has to be ridiculous. This has to be unprecedented to have all these spills. You know what I
I
mean?
think for us at these championships, everything that could have gone wrong went wrong.
Yeah. Who's watching basketball? Oh, yeah.
Vibrating higher. Isn't that the national? Isn't that a national sport that Noah Lyles said is not worth the airtime it's given?
I saw them tweet him and say something along the lines of, "We don't play for bronze." She was very upset. No, Curl Beauty, you're speaking in past tense.
He said T was very set up.
Oh, very set up. Oh, I thought you was upset, child, because I was just about to say you're speaking in past tense. I am still upset. Yeah, I'm never. I don't think I'm gonna live down this moment like this track is like. This was one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Like I don't know.
Another medal ceremony that doesn't involve Jamaica.
And you know what?
Some random Japanese.
You remember before? You remember before the race started, and I said that the only way that Jamaica is going to get on that medal podium is if they believe they can get on that medal podium. What did you see from Stacy on that first leg?
The belief, oh my gosh, it was
The
there.
belief was there. She fought.
And I will say the second leg before the baton fell was she was executing well as well.
I'm literally crying. I'm in tears. When I saw how hard Stacy fought, she fought. I was so shocked. I was like, is that Stacy out there? I literally had to be double checking. I had to be double checking my screen and checking who was in what lane because I saw the gold. But I'm saying there's no way that's in Jamaica. Who else saw wear gold? And that's why you heard me making mention to whoever else was making up the struggle because I had to double check to see if that was really Jamaica onto my paper. I'm like, is that
No,
Jamaica?
they really did well.
She believed. They believed in the
That was
moment.
her best race of the championship. She was really running. She
She
was
ran
motoring
her
down that.
heart off. Oh my God. Like just you guys don't understand how much this hit me. Let us thinking back to exactly what happened. I don't care what nobody wants to say. I can't forgive nobody that hit the button out of her hand. I don't care what nobody wants to say. I'm over Paris. I can't. I'm literally watching somebody fight their hardest. This is the hardest I've ever seen stage through on any leg.
That actually it was.
Uh-huh.
I
So
watched
sad.
Stacey on start
Yeah.
all over running, and this is the hardest I've ever seen her run.
It's a Jamaican that actually bumped into the ground.
You cannot bump into somebody that is behind you. People stop telling me nonsense. I don't know why my nephew decided to do this. I'm over it. I'm over it. She fought hard, and just looking at what it came to, I cannot accept it. It's something that I will never be able to accept. I don't care. I'm not accepting it. I'm not accepting it. I don't know. I can't accept it. And yeah, is there anything else that you want to say, Tom? Because yeah, this stream is coming to an end.
Right now, just thanks for sticking and staying with TXT Crack Time. Best and most accurate coverage.
That sounds like you snipped that from someplace. I wonder where.
Borrower. No, I can't blame my grace. I'm not borrowed, stolen. But track is, oh, Grace, tell us about your visit to Paris. It was wonderful. I got to do everything. So, by the way, the Jamaican flag was at the top of the Eiffel Tower. So that was good. So when I got to the top of the Eiffel Tower, they have all the flags of all countries, like every single country, and like the nautical distance, I guess, from the Eiffel Tower that they are. And there was a Jamaican flag right there. I walked and walked until I found it. So that was awesome. I guess the Paris,
I'm going right over to
castle.
Twitter while Tom is telling you about her beautiful visit to Paris.
I guess the
I'm gonna
castle, so parts of
go get more
Paris.
depressed and what
Right, so
some
parts
4x4.
Okay, so parts of France that were not necessarily in Paris, the castle, Versailles, the palace, that was beautiful. It took all day to, walk the full extent of the palace, but that was beautiful. Other, I guess there's a sights and scenes of walking in Paris. I like so many things. Just the atmosphere in general. It was just like dreamy and romantic. And what's one thing I will say is that everybody in Paris is well dressed. So, and I was also well dressed. I did my research and was adequately prepared. So everyone in Paris is well dressed. They all look caution, just like in a different world. So if you're ever traveling to Paris, no t-shirts and sneakers and jeans pants. You need your trench coats and your pea coats, your what are those pants called? Those any type of dressing pants, and then you need your shirts, the ones that have buttons going down, plaid stripes, things like that.
Is nowhere to be found.
Overall, it was like super exciting. I got to see every single one of the major sites. That church, the Notre Dame, that was still boarded up, but I still sat there. I rode on the sign, the river, in the river boat, and just had the time of my life drinking champagne. Paris was awesome.
Boo! Boo! Nobody know what I hear. The Paris was awesome. Boo!
That's hilarious. The high jumpers are collecting their medals. I'm happy to see that Barshi managed to get himself another medal, third place. After Tampieri was out because injury.
Okay. See, why didn't you join Tom and broadcast from there? Tom went to
Oh
Paris
no,
in
I was in
May.
Paris in I was in
Yeah.
Paris in May, guys. I wasn't in Paris for the Olympics. But we will be in LA 2028 and we will be broadcasting from one of those nice fancy hotels. Did you
Yeah,
see the
Tom, I just
hotel
want to let
that
you know that our black people right now are not taking too kindly to you. Make it sound like our beautiful black nations aren't beautiful.
which
They
beautiful
will like
black
this.
nation?
See, why you not running the 100 meters for Jamaica? Wanna stop come ask me foolishness. When you tell me anytime some athlete, I don't know which Paris Tom visit, but I'm not visiting Paris where most people may here visit. So I mean, I know which part you find all that love and romance, but nobody else visited. Nobody else know about it. I share would know about
It
it.
was so romantic.
Not to mention how our sister told me about the poop in the river. You're
It
wild.
was so romantic. I
Oh,
was
did you
on
see the
that river
river?
in the
Did you see the
night.
poop in the river?
I was on the river in the night. It was the most beautiful thing
So you
ever.
want
Drinking
you poop in
champagne on the
water.
boat.
So let me ask you a
What?
question. So let me ask you a question. You travel from your yard, figure swim pan, or not swim on, but to be on a boat, a poop, you leave your yard to do that?
No, you know what I will say is that NBC has some very good, well, if the media in general has some very good cameras. The river just wasn't as dirty looking as it looked during the Olympics. That I will say. It just looked like gushingly dirty and horrible, especially when I was watching I think it was a triathlon or one of those events where they had to swim through the river. It just looked like really dirty. And even though I didn't
Because
swim in
it's
the river,
really dirty and you
obviously,
probably visited it at night and didn't realize. It's really dirty.
no. The river, the Seine, it runs all around Paris. So no matter where you are, you're seeing it. You understand? Once you're in the Paris center, it's
All
off
right.
somewhere. If and at any one of the
All
major
right.
sites that you're visiting, it's just like there.
Okay. Well, this is it, guys. So Tammy, we're ending it by telling you how lovely Paris is to her.
And we will be in LA 2028, and we'll get a nice view, you know, of whatever sights and scenes there to see in LA.
If I one thing I know, going to America won't make us sick.
What?
If it's one thing I know, going to America won't make us sick.
Won't make us sick.
Won't
Wow.
make us sick. Won't.
It will not make us sick.
No. So I welcome LA 2028.
Okay. Jamaicans underperform in Europe all the time, so staying on the West Coast could be the best
But
thing that could
we
happen
get
to
sick
us
in Europe
for
all the time. I see
the
them
next
when sickness
Olympics.
take we down in London 2017. Sickness take we over last year at Budapest. Someone are right in Europe. Thank you, TikTok, for the $10 super chat. I appreciate it.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
See, LA is
trackies.
full
Thanks
of
for
poop. Lord
staying.
God, everywhere full of poop, especially in Hollywood. Poop everywhere.
Yeah.
But I will stay we are there. Stay we go to Jamaica. At least we know we're not on the river swimming a pool. At least I hope so. I hope so. I also said USA is cheating. Yeah, I know. That's something that I have to cover in another video, guys. Not right now. I don't want to talk about USA. I'm not in the mood to talk about anybody else. And actually just think about Jamaica really. To be fair. But anyway, that's it, guys. Tom, say your final buys. We're about to end the stream.
Bye, trackies. Thank you.